Welcome everyone to Keto Kings Beer and Barbecue Banter, the open topic show where anything goes. It is a cyber man cave and it's totally uncensored. And I'm here with my co-host, the one and only BC Beer Reviews from the state of Michigan, the Barbecue King, BC Beer Reviews. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, the Master of Ceremonies,
All
James
right.
P. Nevada?
Thank you. And you had a good, fairly decent or a great Thanksgiving. I had a good one.
Yeah, I had a really good one. Yeah. I ended up hanging out with my mom and dad, my 4 brothers and my sister, and my 4 nieces and my 1 nephew. And it was pretty awesome, man. So got to enjoy them. We didn't do Thanksgiving last year, which sucked, but we made up for it this year, which was really awesome, by the way. So how was your Thanksgiving there,
Good.
Master?
I spent a couple of days by my sister's house and brother-in-law. We ate really good because my sister's a great cook and she puts out a big spread. And I really, it's funny. I enjoy the day after leftover cold turkey sandwiches just as much as I enjoy the turkey when it comes out of the oven. And what she did was she put her oven on convection, which speeds up. Yeah, hot air circulates. It speeds up the cooking, but steam also is injected into the roasting process. There's steam. Let me tell you, when she did that, the breast you could break it with a fork. It was so moist and juicy. It wasn't dry at all. It was like filet mignon, man.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah, and the way I like the cold turkey sandwiches, I load on sliced turkey breast. I make sure I load it good. All right, I put on the bread of my choice. I put horseradish mayonnaise and fresh ground black pepper and lots of it. And if there's a good tomato, I maybe will slice one if there's a good one that's not crap. But at this time of year, to find
Yeah.
a good tomato is hard. So I just slowly press the bread down on top, and that's it. I'm telling you, especially the way the turkey breast came out with her convection and steam roasting method. It really
Yeah.
was excellent. Now, I also drank. She had homemade coquito made by this Puerto Rican woman. Coquito is a Caribbean Latin American eggnog with
Oh,
cream
really?
of coconut. Yes, and
Wow.
what you do is you spike it with dark rum. So I had the dark rum and I spiked it, and it was really good. I mean, I put the nutmeg and cinnamon on the bottom and the rum on the bottom. This way, when you pour the eggnog, or in this case, the coquito, you get a good blend where you really don't have to take a swizzle stick or chopstick and stir it. It just,
Yeah, or a bartender's spoon. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. As you're pouring it, because everything's on the bottom, it all kind of blends together as it fills up with the coquito or the eggnog. So I
Yeah.
had that.
I'm guessing you would have to do a hard pour on that one, though, right? To help it get mixed up.
Yeah, well, a lot of people, just like if they make an ice cream sundae, a lot of people put the topping on top, or they do an eggnog. They'll put the the rum and the spices on top, and then you'll end up with spillover, and yeah, it ends up being a mess. It's not equally blended,
Yeah, when you got to actually mix it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Now,
go
if you
right.
spill it, that means you've had too many eggnog spiked with that stuff. That's
Yeah,
what it means. Yeah.
exactly. And she her refrigerator is really big, and she has an ice making machine. So I get some ice cubes, but not too much. I don't like too much ice cubes in anything. I just put enough, several ice cubes, and otherwise you get a watered down beverage, and you don't get the full amount.
Yeah,
So
or the flavor. Yeah.
yeah. So I had a last minute decision. I sent a message to Ronald saying, "Hey, send me. I'm by my sister's, but send me the link because I have something that would be good for Fandango Friday." But he shut down his Facebook. He shut down his messenger, so he got the message late. It was after the fact because I could have brought the coquito with the rum mix. I could have,
Oh,
yeah, I could
yeah.
have that on Fandango Friday. But
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
oh, yep, that's right. Because I hate to say it, but it was just him and I on Friday, and it was like, okay, well, I mean, initially thought that you were going to be there. Next thing you know, it's like, uh, I remembered that you were going to be over at your sister's, so you might not have went. But
well,
hey,
I told him I won't be around, but it was like the last spur of the moment decision, and I think I know why he shut down his messenger because he didn't want to hear any noises in the background.
yeah, yeah,
Actually, I on my phone I turned off the notification volume because I got sick of hearing bing, 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 boop, 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 bing, bang, gang. I,
yeah,
I
yeah.
every time you get an email or somebody tries to message you or whatever.
I've got that kind of problem with the Twitter account that I've got.
Yeah,
And I forget how many people I've subscribed to or got followers of, but I'll be running around doing things like at work or around here at home or somewhere in between when I'm doing errands and whatnot. And I'll just be hearing what you're talking about, a ding, a ding, a ding, a ding, a ding. I was like, man, what is going on here? And half of the people that I follow are just, I hate to put it this way, but it just seems to be bullshit. It was like, oh, I'm feeling so tired, I'm gonna take a nap, or you know, or I stuck my toe. Some kind of bullshit text on Twitter that doesn't really pertain to anything, and
all
it's like,
bullshit.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's like I get that sometimes you're tired or whatnot, but I mean, for me, I try to post stuff that's at least meaningful, or at least to me anyway.
Well,
And
and then I get these females, they'll send me messages, and it pisses me off because they'll say, "Where are you busy? What are you doing? What are you doing? How come you're not replying to me? Like I'm supposed to reply in a nanosecond."
yeah. I had one like that. Uh, I don't know. No, okay, it wasn't the last show, but it was the show before,
Yeah.
I think. And I had to go to the store, and it was like, okay, I got things to do, and it was a Sunday before the show, so I had to run around and start doing stuff. And I think I mentioned on the show where it was like, "Yeah, where you at? What are you doing? Why are you talking to me? Why are you ignoring me? All this chitter chatter." And I was like, chick, calm down. I'm busy. I've got things to do. You're not the only person in my life that I got to talk to.
I mean,
And
what if you were eating? What if you were eating lunch? What if you were on the commode taking a dump? What if you were in the backyard doing something? What if you were? It could be anything. I mean,
yeah, yeah,
like you have no life, and you're just sitting next to your phone, waiting for them to contact you.
yeah. And you know what the sad part is? Is I had one day where I had absolutely nothing to do. And I sat here at the house, lounged around. And the funniest thing I found out is that I text them, they don't respond right away at all. And they'll take a while to get back. And perfect example, I texted somebody this morning, it was around 7 o'clock this morning, and they just texted me back a quarter after 2. And it was like, this is one of the people that you were talking about, where they're just question you this, that, and the third. And I was like, ain't that funny? And it's like you come up with all this stuff about why I'm not giving you attention, but I asked for a little bit. Nope, that doesn't. So,
Yeah, I mean, your life is not centered, is not so empty where you're waiting by the phone for people to contact you. I mean, people really, you learn, especially what my brother-in-law was telling me, because he runs a business where he sells tires. Balances wheels, sells tires, whatever. He
yeah,
said you really you eventually despise the general public. You hate their stinking guts. And I says, you know what? I felt the same way. After a while, I mean, granted, I made a lot of friends. I met a lot of great people, but there were a lot of stupid, imbecile, mass asshole scumbags, really, that don't have any common sense. It's the same thing with
yeah,
social media.
yeah,
Same deal. Um, and but that's human nature. That's the way it is. Um, and yeah. So anyway, Jason, who was wanted to be on, I wonder where he is. Jason Cleveland smoked a turkey, and he showed me photos of his smoker. It's very different. It's very different from yours.
yeah. From what? Oh,
Oh,
hey, what's going on,
hold on,
Jason?
Jason. I emailed it to you. I didn't know if you wanted me to send it on WhatsAppy. What's
What's happy? Oh, you mean WhatsApp app? Yeah.
WhatsApp? Yeah. I didn't know, but I next time I guess I'll put it on. I'll put it on WhatsApp because I don't have WhatsApp on my desktop. I don't even know if I can. If
Okay,
I
I'll tell you what. I've got WhatsApp on mine. I don't know. I don't know how to get a hold of them.
oh, you know what?
No.
Let me hold on. I think I have it on on Messenger. Uh, hold on. Oh, it's one of those deals.
Well, Jason, if you're watching, hey, look
No,
me
I
up
got
on.
him. No, I got him. Hold on. You know, because we were talking so much on WhatsApp, you know, and I just forgot all about that. I could give it to him right here, and he saw it. He's got it, and then
Okay.
I emailed it to him. So anyway, but it's not that bad. We're
Yeah.
only 15 minutes into the.
Yeah, it's no big deal. It's not like what 2.5 hours.
No, there was no link there in the email. I just put it on a WhatsApp. I just sent it to you. You know what? That's weird. I think I'm going to switch to Linux Ubuntu like my brother-in-law has. I am really getting sick and tired of that douchebag face Bill Gates' Microsoft and Windows. You know, I have a jacked up, super powerful desktop that my brother-in-law custom built for me, and they're telling me I'm not my desktop is not qualified to get Windows 11. I don't have. Hey, there he is.
What's going on, Jason?
Hey guys, sorry about that, James. I was.
No, that was. It's all right.
I was looking at WhatsApp. I'm like, oh shoot, maybe he sent me the link like a week ago, and then I didn't even think to look at my email. So there we are.
I don't even know if the link to join does the link to join come up that far in advance? I got to take a look.
That's a good point. You actually sent me the link to the show, not the link to the video.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what.
I did
so,
that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, to the show and not to what we're doing now. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, this is what I think happened. When you bring up when you click invite, I usually copy and paste. Okay, but this time I clicked on the button that said clipboard. You know what? Fuck the clipboard. I'm not doing the clipboard. Let me see if any of the other people are having the same issue with the link. You know, fuck the clipboard, man.
But you know, it works perfect for me on my phone with like paste or whatnot. And it's like, okay, I've got that figured out on my phone. The computer, I have no idea. Because I sent out what you call them, like I guess little advertisements or adverts on my channel on Twitter and Facebook. So it was like, okay, everybody wants to watch this. Come on, I'm going live at 3 o'clock. So I sent where they could watch the show. You know what I mean? So I sent that out.
Yeah, I'm not. No more clipboard. No more clipboard.
Yeah, BC, send maybe in the you're on a phone, right? James, you somehow get a hold of BC. Maybe I can have your email, and I would love to join your because you do a release video and then live chat. People can comment on it, right? Is that what you do?
Today I didn't go live early. I made myself visible where I kind of called it the green room because I was playing, you know, Tijuana brass music, you know, dating game, you know, we were having fun. You
Herb
know,
Albert, right?
Talking off the air, you know, and just as a way to wait for everybody to come aboard before I start. And then 3 o'clock came, and it was just me and him, and that's it. We started, but yeah, the green room.
Funny story. Oh, go ahead and say
good morning, Masumi from Japan. It is now in Japan, I believe, 4:20 a.m. Monday.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Masumi. And I know Monday is the least popular day of the week. People in the United States despise it, and rightfully so. And I hope you have a good Monday morning.
Well, especially Monday after Thanksgiving, right? People have to remember, what's my login password to get into my account at work, you know, that kind of stuff, right? Hey, Eric.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Eric? How was your holiday weekend?
Good. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we went to my brother's house on Thursday, and sort of A and B'd a smoked turkey versus a oven roasted turkey. And there were 9 people there, and we did a little vote, and I think it ended up kind of going. It definitely ended up going as a tie because my brother's wife's uncle was there, and his vote was, "Well, I like everything equally. I think you should just trade off what you're going to cook next year, every other year." I'm like, "Oh boy, that you were supposed to vote on this, man." Smoked turkey was what I liked. That was good.
Oh man! Well, we're gonna get into smoked turkey as soon as I say good evening to Jordy from Scotland. Jordy's beer.
Hello.
Hey man,
Yeah.
how are you? How'd your weekend go, Mr. Jordy? Hey, look who's here! The one and only, the original Mr. Clean himself.
Yo, I'm at work. I was just letting you know I'll be on I'll be home about 4:30.
Okay, those retail bastards made you work.
Yeah. Dude, check this out. But check this out, dude. I got they told me that I got poor work performance, right? And then the next following day, they give me $1 raise. Now tell me they're not fucked up in the head.
Well,
Tell me a company like that is not fucked up.
They're a bunch of cocksuckers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, no.
There's a style of video I think on TikTok goes, how fucked up is fucked up.
I know.
And one of them shows where you got a ceiling fan, and you know how you're supposed to have the blades spinning around to cool the room down and whatnot? No, that ain't the case. What happens is you got a trio of lights underneath the blades, and them lights spin around. And it was like, that's fucked up. Yeah.
Fucked up beyond recognition. Yeah, I tell you. Now, what do you got there, Thomas? What kind of crap? Beverage you got there?
We got an IPA. Obviously, I drink IPAs most of the time. This is a from 3 Floyd. It's called Apocalypse Cow. Oh, wow. Boy.
Wow. Nice.
They are this one is an 8.6% double IPA that has lactose milk sugar in it.
No, wait a minute. That's 3 Floyds?
Is that a Cyclops cow with one eye?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. 3 Floyds is the one in is that Munster, Indiana, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to pick that one up because I did their zombie dust a while back.
That's Munster. Yeah, they're starting to get distribution. I don't know how far across the United States, but they used to be. You got to try it.
I was trying to get it up in Michigan, so yeah. So
let's see. Yeah, this one's really lactose milk sugary. Definitely, you can tell there is that element in there. It's very. What is it? It's kind of pungent. It's definitely pungent. Definitely has a lot of the grapefruit, and I think some pineapple. I think some grapefruit and pineapple, maybe some mangoes. It's basically a New England style there, and the milk sugar is really accentuating this pineapple-y note. I guess you could almost call it a milkshakey IPA with the lactose sugar, and it kind of has that feel to it, and it tastes like that. And it's got a nice bready, as James loves to hear, biscuity bready malt.
Yes, Oyster crackery breadiness or something of that nature.
Well, that's a good point you bring up. Is it the oyster cracker thing? Is it that delicate? I think it's more malty than just the oyster cracker.
Well, I've had
a nice juicy, really dank underlining citrus. It's a really darker citrus note than you would think. It's almost like not a blood orange, but sort of kind of close to that. There is a little bit of alcohol, but it's so clean. It just kind of.
I've had cheap oyster crackers and I've had top shelf oyster crackers, and there's a big difference. But hold on, I forgot to chase away the evil spirits. I just want to pay homage to Krampus, my mentor.
Come on. Happy
the world's loudest jiggle balls. I mean, jiggle balls.
Jiggle ball. This is a good idea.
As Ronald Tirio says, now I have a massive headache. Something like that. So anyway,
Yeah,
I sent them the link anyway.
For those viewing, mute your speakers and headphones and everything, right?
Watch out.
Now, Jake, now
you know when you pull them headphones or earbuds out of their ears real quick.
well, that must be good for women that are getting like perverted crank phone calls, right? Or
Perverted prank phone calls. What?
Yeah, like if somebody like Gabriel was breathing heavy on the phone, or
Oh no. Uh-oh.
I don't know. Well, anyway, we're gonna sink our teeth into the delicious, succulent subject of smoked turkey. Now, I know there are two gentlemen here that were witness to smoked turkey this holiday.
Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna start with Jason because he has a nice smoker outside. It's very unique looking.
We do. And in fact, I wanted to move the studio outside, but unfortunately, we're having what the weatherman calls an atmospheric river. So we're due to get another 1 to 2 inches of rain today, on top of the already twice the amount of rain we've had the month of November. So it's just not good weather for going outside and videotaping. So we'll stay inside. So anyway,
unless you do a quickie, unless you like go and say,
it would. Yeah, I mean, I'm all set up here with this
all
stuff.
right,
So
leave it alone.
yeah. Okay, so let's go backward a little bit. We've lived in this house now for 5 years, and the patio was always very small in the backyard. So I finally, sort of scrimped and saved and did all that stuff, and we hired a contractor to put in a paver patio for us in June, which effectively doubled the size of the patio and added another patio to the side, right? So now you've got all this space. I actually took down 2 trees too. So now you got all this space. You're like, what do you do with it, right? So I had been wanting to get a big green egg, which is a Kamado style cooker.
Yeah, I'm aware of them. Yeah.
What's that?
I'm aware of them. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
So before the egg, we had a gas grill, Weber gas grill. We also had like a Weber kettle grill, and then I had a Weber Smoky Mountain, which is what I used to do my turkeys on.
Now, I've got a question, if you don't
Yep.
mind. The Smoky Mountain one that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Now, is that like maybe 3 to 3.5 feet tall?
That's right. That's right. Let me get some pictures going for the audience there.
All right.
So the Weber Smoky Mountain, it looks like a bullet.
Yeah, okay. If it's what I'm thinking, I call it a photon torpedo.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Let me just see. Sort of. Okay, let me share the screen here. Okay, let me know if this shows up.
Yeah.
There you go.
So this is what BC exactly.
Yeah.
It looks like a little torpedo, right?
Yeah.
This is what.
Yeah.
That's what I had. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is
I
great.
had that
Believe
one.
me.
I love that style. I love
Nice.
that style.
It's like a big egg.
It is, and I had this one for about 10 years, and my only complaint about it was it's just not big enough to do, because we got a lot of family. The dome, if you look at the dome of the turkey here, let me move my mouse around here. You're really limited to the size of turkey you can get, which kind of fits underneath this dome, right?
Yeah.
Now there is another rack down here, but you sort of run out of space vertically or horizontally. And in hindsight, it's always 2020. I got the smaller version when I first got it. They do make a bigger version, which is significantly, even though it's about 5 inches bigger in diameter, it is significantly bigger because the dome is that much bigger and so on. But this thing is great because you put your charcoal, like Kingsford charcoal, in the bottom of it.
Yeah, and then you got that wet pan in the middle, and then
That's
you got
right.
the food on the top. Yeah.
And the water pan, it essentially keeps the temperatures lower, right? So the flame isn't directly over the food. And you could get this thing going with without much effort, it could smoke food for probably 18 hours without needing to add more charcoal. Very fuel efficient.
Wow.
Yeah.
But again, you're sort of
I love
my-
that.
my wife was kind of like you got the gas grill, you've got and it's a gas grill just like Eric's, except mine is like a steel color. I think yours is more gold.
Yeah, it's got that darker copper color. Yeah,
the copper color. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's a bowl for water. There's a bowl for your wood chips if you want to soak them and let them smolder.
That's
Yeah,
right. Here's kind of the base of it
There's
here.
inside.
Let me show you here. We can kind of sort of hang on here. Did I not copy that? Copy image address.
Copy and paste.
Okay. So that is the inside. So you put your wood here, and you would start this with a charcoal chimney. Yeah. Do you folks know what those are? I can pull up.
Yeah, a cylinder with the handle on the side.
Yeah, and then you dump that into the middle there, and then you put the water, and then you put the base on it. Then the water pan goes in, then the food goes on the top, so on and so forth. Well, I mean, I was already getting hassled from the spouse about you got too many grills out there, right? So why don't you get rid of this one, which my buddy just came and picked it up yesterday.
Too many grills. Yeah, but when they collect junk inside the house, that's fine.
Right. This is all outside stuff,
Yeah,
right? And
outside, right.
So we had one of these Weber kettles here. And we had one of these, okay? And this is sort of good for doing burgers. Oh, if you want to cook over charcoal, look, like there's a point to have a gas grill because you pretty much turn it on, walk away from it, you come back, you can set the temperature exactly. All these other things, you have to fiddle around with them, and they do require some effort, right?
Well, the wood, the firewood, which is much cheaper than charcoal and it lasts a lot longer, will give you the extra smoky flavors to your meats if you use firewood. But I wouldn't use pine because it's sappy and
Yeah, and yeah, I mean absolutely. You want to use more hardwoods and fruit tree woods like hickory, maple, apple, cherry, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, long story short, we went down to the local hardware store here, and we got it's an XL size, and it I'm going to see if I can actually pull up the exact images of what I have, but it's very similar because it actually came with a cabinet. Let's just say it's just kind of like this. This is kind of what it looks like here. That's too small of a picture.
Yeah, I don't know why they put these damn thumbnails on to share the product line.
This is similar to what it is here. We'll just kind of go with this here. It's very similar to this. Anyway, so you got the egg. It's a Kamado style cooker. So it automatically has, and it's very thick ceramic. You're talking probably at least 2 inches thick ceramic, very heavy. When I had this thing delivered, because I asked the guy, I said, look, can you deliver it for me? He's like, well, yeah, we deliver within 10 miles. Perfect, no problem. These guys literally broke their backs carrying this thing in. It literally probably weighs several hundred pounds, and it's awkward. So I got it set up. This was back in June. So I've only had the thing 5-6 months maybe. And we did, we just love the thing. It's very, it has multi-uses. You can grill on it. You can smoke on it. You can cook pizzas on it. It's a convection oven with a plate there that kind of lowers the temperature down. Barbecue, roast, all these sort of things. And what I find too is that it certainly keeps the and let me see if I can't find some pictures. I'll just kind of go into my thing here because I sent James some pictures of the although it's not coming up here. This is interesting. Notice that only through yesterday. I don't know. I might have to go and find some other pictures, but you get the idea, right? So for a turkey, we support the local community, which I'm sure all of you try to do the best you can. There's a milk delivery company that delivers our milk, and they deliver a lot of other things called Smith Brothers Farms. I'll just pull them up too. They're out of Kent, Washington. They it's think of an old school milkman type thing, right? But they have all sorts of good products. They get their milk from one dairy farm. You can get eggs, butter, cottage cheese, all these things. But they also do, around the holidays, they deliver fresh turkeys from a farm down there in Kent, and it's all sort of antibiotic free.
Yeah,
They're all free
hormone
range.
free.
Yeah, they're all sort of free range, hormone free, cage free, all these other things, right? I'm trying to find some information on them, but anyway, we had the turkey delivered. It came in on Tuesday because that's our milk day. And it was fresh. It was never frozen. So, that takes a lot of the hassle out of there, because if you buy a turkey at the grocery store, you got to pretty much let the thing sit in the fridge for about a week just to get it to thaw out. And that's another tip for you.
Well, not to interrupt you, Jason, but while we're talking about turkey.
Oh, my goodness.
Got mine on my.
Oh, hold on.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
Let me stop sharing here.
We'll get the solo. Okay, what you got? Turkey breast with bone and skin, right?
Yeah, I got a turkey breast here. Grilling. I'm not getting a very accurate reading, so I'm going to let this sit on here for a little while. I'm going to let this go because I set it to 165, but this is my first time actually doing the turkey, so I'm going to let this go for a little bit. But it looks nice. I mean, it really looks nice here.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm going to let that go a little bit longer because I don't feel safe about the internal temperature of the breast. So
yeah,
I'm kind of fickle about that when it comes to chicken and turkey. I'd much rather have it right now dry than moist. But if it's too moist, you're going to get sick. So I don't want that. Rocket, come on.
I couldn't agree with you more.
165 internal temperature, right?
That's right. 165 internal temperature. Yep.
Gotcha. I did pay attention to some degree on Thursday about cooking. Yeah. So the problem we had with the oven and the smoker box method, doing them both together was the problem, because it was hard to regulate it was hard to keep the birds cooking at the same exact time for the same exact length of time, because I think the smoker box got done first, and then at like it's around the 165 mark, and I think when that was already done, the bird in the oven was only at 150, so we had to tented the smoker box turkey and just kind of let the other one do its thing. We jacked up the temperature a little. I mean, we didn't really jack it up, but we brought up the temperature a little bit on the oven to kind of compensate, which I guess worked, but you didn't want to do it. You didn't want to jack it up too much that soon before it was going to be done, because then you would do what BC was talking about and cook it too much, and you would dry it out. So you don't want to do that. Yep. Which is why we want to do one or the other. If we keep going back to my brother's house, one or the other. Do either one in the oven or one on the smoker box. Stick with it so that we can plan everything accordingly at one time. Yep.
Yeah. Well, now, Jason.
Yes.
What was the preparation of your smoked turkey prior to you consuming it?
So we always, let's see here, if I can pull up a picture of the thing when it's done. That way I can talk to it. I finally found that picture I shared with you. Let me know if that shows up here.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, there it is. So what we do, yeah, this thing turned out great. To prepare it, right, the turkey usually comes with a neck or some other giblet type stuff. And people
like
use that
bag of like gibbles and livers and necks and whatnot.
Yeah.
Gizzard, yeah.
And that's another tip for those at home. Don't forget to take that out because that thing will just ruin the inside of a turkey if you forget to yank all that crap out of there.
Yeah,
and you learn
and
from
if
experience.
you forget about it, it's going to make the turkey cook a lot longer than what it actually needs to be.
Absolutely.
Whoa. You know what? You know what the turkey, I'll give you a better photo. I know you don't want to. You know what the turkey looks like when you do it? The turkey looks just like this image if you leave the gizzards and the neck on it. Looks like the private area. Not that on there.
Hey, send me that. Send me that photo.
That's hilarious. All right. That's hilarious.
Not only is this a weird photo, but James wants the photo. Ooh.
No, I wanna do it. I wanna do it to to get under people's skin. If you
literally, huh?
To get under their foreskin.
I'll find the photo again.
to get under their foreskin.
Ew.
That is hilarious. My goodness.
I've got a joke about foreskin. You guys want to hear it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hit me with it.
It's a man cave, so.
Okay. Well, you know who Moses is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess he used to circumcise a lot of kids back in the day. And he walks into a leather shop with a bag full of foreskin. He hands the leather maker the bag and says, "Make something out of this." The guy looks at it, looks at Moses and says, "Hey, all right, come back in a week. I'll have something for you." Okay, a week goes by. He comes back and says, "All right, I'm here to pick up my thing from you." And he goes, "Okay, here you go." So what does the leather maker do? Hands him initially a trifold wallet. And it's like, out of all that foreskin, this is all you made? Look at this. Duffel bag.
That means so he was a moil. So Moses was a moil. Those are the guys. Their job is to circumcise the male babies.
That's like the guy at the when he's peeing off a bridge and the guy says the water is cold and the other guy says, "Yeah, it's deep too."
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Actually, so here's the setup, right? This is the exact setup, and this little red dish here. This is because I've got like a probe. I got a probe inside the turkey, and I've also got like a little a probe at the grate just to keep the temperature there. So this just keeps the thing wet because I don't have this. There's no cover back here. It's just wide open. So yeah, there's the turkey when it came out done. We put you put in about a half a stick of butter in the cavity. Poultry herbs, which is like rosemary, bay leaf, thyme. Put in a lemon and an onion in the cavity of it. And then what we try to do is get underneath the skin of the turkey.
Yeah.
And rub butter up there on the breast and so on, because that'll now I have, if I had a second fridge, I don't have one, but if I did, where you can put a turkey in a brining solution in like a bucket, right? I just don't have that capability here. But so this was an 18-pound turkey. It took about 5.5 hours at about 275 to 300 roughly. And a tip that I learned from Gordon Ramsay, the famous chef that has more TV shows than just about anybody.
The one that yells at everybody.
The one that yells at everybody, right? He actually
shows in God.
Yeah, he does. He really does, right? But his tip was, and I found this works very good, is that you'd like to let the turkey rest at least half as long as you cooked it. That's in an ideal scenario, right? Now you'll probably say, well, won't it?
Means 8 hours. You're going to want it to rest for 4 hours.
That's what he said.
Like you do with beef. He does the same thing when he makes beef Wellington. He lets it rest.
No, I mean, what are you going to do? Okay, that means that the turkey. Let's say you try to eat at 5. The turkey has to come off at 1, but it needs to get on the smoker at like 5 in the morning or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So not everybody has that luxury, but I would say if you can do it at least an hour, and it's still piping hot in there because you cooked it to 165 internal temperature, like Eric said, it's not going to come down in temperature that much. And plus, that's what the gravy's for too. You put hot gravy on maybe a warm turkey, it'll still taste fine.
Yeah, and you got to factor in the carryover heat too. Once it hits 165, it's still going to keep cooking once you pull it out. So I mean, hey, you know,
Yeah.
it's all the put it
So
in
I
another one. I hate to put it like this, but it's all gravy after that. Yeah.
So I take it that everyone's turkey breast was very moist and tender.
It was excellent. Yes.
That's the way I like it in
All
every
right,
aspect.
no dry, no dry breast. All right, great.
No, dry bread.
So now let me stop sharing here. So
No
Oh,
dry breast.
dry
that was
bread.
it. Dry breast. But yeah, it's good, right? You know, it's interesting because these holidays, they come up so quick and then they get there and then they're gone in a heartbeat, right? Like it feels like Thanksgiving. Well, it almost was
Just like
yesterday,
that.
but it's gone, right? And now everybody's getting ready for Christmas or Festivus or Hanukkah and
Well, you know,
Advent and everything.
yeah, Festivus, starting with the airing of grievances, followed by the feats of strength. Now,
That's
the
right.
same thing goes like if you're at a resort. Let's say you're going to a 5-star, all-inclusive Caribbean resort for a week. That week goes by too fast.
Yeah,
Same
definitely.
deal. Oh, let's see what he's got there. What do you got there, Mr. BC?
I'm drinking Moosehead.
Oh, hell yeah. I like that lager. Good one.
Yeah, you know, I hate to say it, but this is the first time I've ever had. Yesterday was technically my first time ever having Moosehead ever in my life. And I live in Michigan, and I'm close to Canada. And, you know, I actually enjoy this lager. It's really good. And it's not like your typical American lager. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but most lagers seem a little bit too sweet for me. Like I'm talking Budweiser, Coors, Miller, that type of thing. Now, okay, that's their style. That's Americanized style. Now, I really enjoy this beer because there's a little bit of sweetness, but it's not like overpowering. You get the malts, the hops, really shining through on this beer. And I'm really digging this. Even though it is a 5.0 APV, it's a great beer. I'm enjoying this beer. It just makes me wonder what took so long for me to get to this beer. You know?
That beer, the Moosehead Company I think it's still an independent, basically family-owned brand up in Canada. They're out of
New Brunswick. Yeah, they're one of the oldest ones in Canada.
Yep.
Still independently owned. Yeah, you're right.
That's what's cool about that beer too. Yeah, it's one of the. You almost think about it as one of the last kind of bigger beer brands, even in North America, that hasn't been bought out by anybody.
Yeah.
Yingling's one of them too. Yeah, that's still a family-owned brand as well.
Yeah, just like Atwater or Founders. Yeah.
Yep. Cool stuff.
Now, what's interesting about that Moosehead is they have recently, now I say recently is probably in the last 10 years, have changed their packaging because they used to have like a nice gold label, but now they've kind of gone more white with bigger letters. And BC, I think I finally got your email to work. There was a space between the @ and the gmail.com. So disregard my private chat.
Got it, man. Nice.
So you could check me out on WhatsApp or Hangouts or Telegram.
Does that same thing work on WhatsApp?
Yeah, it should. If not, I'll shoot you my phone number on the private chat if that doesn't work.
Yeah,
all I ask is kind of shoot it back. For some reason, I don't know if it's WhatsApp or Hangouts, but it seems like on one of them where you need both emails to kind of connect with each other for some reason. So I don't know what it is.
This is the old logo here that I was fond of. I think the new one is okay, but let's see. Is that sharing?
Let's see.
Can you see it?
Hold on.
I don't think you see it.
James will assist. Yes.
There we go. See
That's
that
the
had a
old one?
nice
That's
kind
the
of.
classic logo there. Yeah.
I prefer.
That looks nice.
I prefer the old
without
logo.
the lettering, or the one without the white powder.
Yeah, that's my favorite. And you look here, like Eric was saying, proudly independent, right? In this day and age, that's very rare. Think about it.
Yeah. I was really, I don't know, I wouldn't say heartbroken, but I was definitely down, feeling kind of down when Bell's Beers got bought out by that Lion or Leon company out of Europe. Because, I love Bell's Beers. And, just to hear that they've got bought out by a bigger company that also bought out Voodoo Ranger, it was like, are you serious for real?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, I think some of you guys know, but for me, I like to try to promote Michigan-based products.
Sure.
Or beer, when I can. But when I hear some bigger company from a foreign land buys out one of these companies, I was like, dude, come on. Yes, I know there's still a Michigan-based beer, but are they really? I mean, you guys see what I'm trying to say here, though, right?
Yeah.
It's like, so it's one of them things.
Now, BC, I was watching a couple Michigan games. We should get to that in a minute here.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yesterday's game? Yes.
That was fantastic to see all those Ohio State guys. That kind of maybe ruined their playoff chances, right? By
Oh, yeah. And that really helped ours in our championship chances. Oh, my God. It's been 10 years since we won a game against Ohio. And, yeah, exactly. And it was like, when Lloyd Carr was here, we won a couple of games against Ohio, but somewhere along the line, for 10 years, we lost every game against Ohio in the Suckeye State. And it was like me and my brother-in-law and a couple of other guys on Facebook started talking smack about the Suckeyes. And, oh, my God, we just enjoyed the whole thing about us winning that game yesterday. And I had to work, so I ended up coming in around maybe about the last 5 minutes of the second quarter. And so it was like, okay, it's still a low game. I recorded my video, but it only took about 8 minutes to do. So I recorded that around halftime. And when I got back, the game started again. I started in my video watching the game. And once I got done uploading to YouTube, that's when I found out that they won the game and started posting stuff on Facebook and whatnot. Oh my goodness. That was a happy day for me.
Yeah. Congratulations, BC. That's fantastic. Now, BC, there was some snow that I saw on the certainly at the Michigan State game. It was snowing hard. Is there any snow in your area today?
Oh yeah, we probably got about 1.5 inches to 2 inches right now. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. How about you, Eric?
Yeah. We little yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, Friday, and a little bit is coming today and into tomorrow. But it's just a tiny amount of coat. It's just a tiny amount, a little itty bitty coating, if anything. So nothing too major. It's about 6 degrees, but it feels cooler than that outside.
Oh man, that is cold.
A raw day here, Massachusetts.
I remember one day, it was maybe 4 years ago. I went outside, and mind you, this was the day high. Yeah. I'm talking middle of the day, a -45 with the wind chill.
Oh.
Well, yeah. And I don't know about Eric. I know he's his state has a little bit of the ocean water. I've got that fresh lake water, and oh my God, it was so cold.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I can picture this. Ugh.
Yeah. So I mean, oh my God, Jason, you're lucky. Do you get snow out there?
We get snow maybe once a year. On a typical year, and it would be maybe, I know there he is, like once a year.
Exactly. Yeah.
We had the last big snow event we had was in I think it was in 2019, and we had about 3 feet of snow here, and it kind of came in 1 week, and then it stayed around for a week, and then it left. But it just depends, right? You get this kind of cold air coming down from BC, mixing in with the moisture. Yeah, exactly. Mixing in with the moisture off the Pacific, and you know, those two things have to happen at just the right time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of rare. But where you guys are like these nor'easterns and stuff, nor'easters, yeah.
Yep, nor'easters. That's right.
Yeah, but then again, I'm kind of used to them. It's kind of like a yearly, well, obviously yearly thing with me having snow out here in Michigan. And when I say, okay, I get snow down here, I'm like in the southern part of Michigan. Okay, think of like Detroit down. That's kind of where I'm at. And we call this downriver area. Now, it might be debatable where exactly the downriver area is. Now, some would say from Detroit down to Flat Rock. Some would say maybe down from Detroit to Woodhaven. Okay, fine. It's debatable. Then you go from Lake Erie out to, say, maybe Allen Park. And that's probably a good 15, 20 miles inland from Lake Erie. And that's the downriver area right there. And okay, but the point I'm trying to get at is when you go on the west side of the state, you get what's called lake effect snow. And I remember one year I lived out in Plainwell, which is by Kalamazoo. This is on the west side of the state. For a week, we had like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's one of them snows where it's like I wouldn't say a heavy snowfall, but it's kind of like the way rain is, where you get that drizzle rain. Yeah, where it's light snow, where you can see it, but you know, it really doesn't accumulate much. Now, me being 20 at the time, not really having full understanding of the weather, thinking, man, I hope I don't end up in a Shining situation. And yes, I'm referring to the movie The Shining. And
here's Johnny.
Yeah, here's Johnny. And it's like it had that effect for a whole week. And I was like, oh my God. I hope it doesn't get insane out here, man. So,
Sure.
yeah.
Shelley Duvall was in that. She played Olive Oil in the Popeye.
Olive Oil, yeah.
Yeah. Robin Williams. Yeah.
Robin Williams.
She is skinny.
That's where I got the name of the Facebook group from. Everything is Food was one of the big songs when they all had breakfast and in the mess hall.
Jesus.
Everything is food. Yeah.
You know, talking about, was it Shelley Duvall? Was it Shelley Duvall? What was her name?
That's the actress. Yeah.
The actress, yeah. I remember watching her on Showtime. She had like I think it was like a half-hour show where she would do different stories, like say, I think she directed it or written it, or she had some hand in it somewhere. Where
she had her hand somewhere?
Yeah.
She had her hand.
And like, it was on Showtime. It was like, it was kind of awesome at the time when I was a kid watching the show.
Fisting?
No.
Okay.
Woo. That's a bad image. That's a bad mental image there, James.
I got to tell you something funny, James, that I heard today. I was watching
himself. I sent him a link, and where the hell is he?
Who's this?
Talking about Michael Goldsmith?
Michael Gold member. I mean, him, Michael.
That looks funny.
Gold member. Yeah, he's. Ronald. Ronald doesn't have any football games, so I don't know. He's blowing me off, man.
Well, he did. Okay. There's been a shot fired because today on Stout Sunday, and he's Central Time, your Eastern Time.
Yeah.
Stout Sunday typically goes on at around noon-ish.
Yeah.
Right?
10:30 a.m. Eastern.
So 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay. So John and Neely, who normally does the show, was spending time with his family. So Jay typically picks up when and if he can. And he made a comment. He's like, stouts aren't that popular. Porters aren't that popular anymore. So I'm not sure who's going to join. So he rattled off all the names of the people. Jean-Pierre is in New Jersey, right?
That's where he's originally from. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's visiting family so he's like, he can't make it.
Oh, okay.
John
Yeah.
Anile can't make it. Michael Kamaroff had something happen. He couldn't make it. And then he said, James P. Madonna still asleep.
Wow.
And it was like 10:30 in the
right.
morning.
No, actually, normally he's right, but I've been getting up really early lately. But I'm not going to drink alcoholic beverages at 10:30 a.m.
I would
Hey,
grab that.
No,
I
you
don't
know,
know.
I had the same question too. Yeah,
I
I
want
forgot
coffee.
what it was.
I want
But
good coffee. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was funny. I just thought I'd mention that. James P. Madonna still sleeping, and he kind of laughs when he says it. If you
Well,
watch
he
it, you'll
knows.
see it.
Listen, he knows that I'm very nocturnal,
Yes.
and I like this. Somebody old friend of mine calls me Mr. Owl. I'm an owl. I mean, I'm nocturnal, but for some reason, if I open my eyes and it happens to be a new day, the sun is up already.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't get back to sleep. I had a crazy dream of these two punk kids picked up my desktop and tried to walk away with it, and I smashed it over both of their heads, and then I woke up. That was the dream. I woke up.
Good thing you woke up, man.
I couldn't go back to sleep today. It was early. It was like 7:30, 8 a.m. something.
That's funny. You ever had these dreams where you're falling and then like you just kind of shake? It's like, what the heck,
I had a weird reoccurring dream when I was in grammar school that I was being chased by this demonic monstrous creature, and I was in front of the house I grew up in, and I was trying to run away from it on the sidewalk, and I was going in slow motion, and he was catching up to me, and it was going in slow motion. I tried hard to run. Then I jumped up in the air and I flew like Superman, and he barely missed my foot. And I've had that reoccurring dream as a young child, and also another dream that I was in my room and all the tropical fish in my fish tank started flying around the room.
Oh, Jesus.
And then when they felt they got a little dry, they went back into the aquarium. Then they come out and they fly around the room.
There are flying fish out there in the world.
Yeah, these were flying tropical fish in my aquarium. And then there was another one where I know people are gonna bust my balls about it. I was naked in quicksand. and that was the end of it. I mean, I didn't go under. I don't know. It's
so if I heard, I just caught the ass end of that. You said you were balls deep. You were balls deep in what, man?
Quicksand.
All right. Okay. Hold on. Let me bring out the new. Let me bring out the new and improved. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 pendulums, but this is modified.
What's modified?
I'll show you.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on.
I will mute myself.
Pendulum. Are you in the mood to communicate with us? I guess so.
It's a heavy rock.
Yeah, well, it's a quartz crystal. Now, pendulum. Our dreams are quite often omens of things to come, aside from reflecting our own thoughts. Yes. Pendulum. Was the entity that was chasing me, was it a real demon that was trying to enter my dreams while I was sleeping? Trying to get at me? Yes. Was the flying fish a pleasant dream coming out of my aquarium?
I'm guessing no.
Well, I felt pleasant. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Now, being naked in quicksand, was that a Was that connected to some sexuality thing? Like Chris said, I was balls deep. Yes.
Deep in the walls.
Okay.
Jesus.
Does anybody have any questions? It could be international related, it could be political, it could be personal. Because I got the rose quartz. Does Michael Hilton have a hot date today?
No.
Oh, really? Really? Is Michael Hilton getting more dates since he sobered up completely?
Who's Michael Hilton?
He does the
Western beer reviews.
Western beer reviews.
He does Western beer reviews, non-alcoholic beer.
Michael Hilton sounded very, very articulate and intellectual when he did the show sober. Is this how he really is?
No.
So he wasn't reading from a script that somebody wrote for him?
Wow.
No, he wasn't reading from a script.
Huh.
Should he doesn't use Goldschlag, whatever, Goldschlag or whatever. Goldsmith, he doesn't use that anymore.
Oh, was he using Hilton now?
He's back to Hilton again, yeah.
I don't know. That sounds like a personality problem to me.
I used to tell him I want to bang your sister Paris.
Oh, jeez.
I want to inject my plaster of Paris into her.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Unbelievable.
getting on the subject of types of gravy and sauces, the turkey, everybody was happy with their Thanksgiving extravaganzas, and
I was happy,
yeah.
That's good to hear.
It was good getting back with the family, man.
If you don't love your family, who can you love, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you say the child has a face that only a mother can love.
Yeah.
Or Rodney Dangerfield said, "I was so ugly, the doctor smacked my mother."
Or nobody would play with me, so my mom tied a pork chop to my neck so the dog could play with me.
Jesus.
Speaking of Rodney Dangerfield, he would be 100 years old this year.
Yes, you're damn right. Cheers to the legend.
I watched him in that movie Back to School, and that was a pretty awesome film. And one of the outstanding scenes out of that film was when he was in history class with the legendary Sam Kinison.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah. And if anybody knows Sam Kinison, you know who I'm talking about.
Oh,
he was one of the great comedians back in the day.
He was a preacher originally, I hear.
Yeah, he was an evangelist?
Probably.
Preacher? Yeah. And, that's where he got his persona was from there. And it was like, the scene is like they start talking about Vietnam. And it's like, what do you think of that? Them guys, I was up in my knees in white panties while you hippies were in here doing drugs, making love, and what's the answer? And like, while Truman was such a pussy with pencil dick, maybe they should have sent in nukes and wasted everybody. But what? I like that answer. I'm going to keep an eye on you. It went along that kind of line. It was like one of the greatest scenes out of that film. So, oh my God, Sam Kinison was so great. I remember watching a live special he did way back in the day. What I guess maybe on his rise to I don't know, power or stardom or whatever you want to call it. And you know how Sam Kinison is. He goes on about, oh, come on, baby, I love you forever. And it's like, no, once you get there, it turns different. And it's like, okay, well, he's asking these guys that are mainly in his crowd, was there a girl that broke your heart? It was like, yeah. What's her name? He says Charlotte. I was like, okay, what's her number? The dude gives Sam Kinison the number, and he has these two chicks come out with at the time, a rotary phone, and he dials the number. And it's like, is this Charlotte? It's like, yeah. You remember a guy named, I don't know, David Roth? And it was like, yeah. It was like, he says that you're a bitch. And this and that. It was like, oh my God. It was like, this guy is scammed. He's such a savage, man. It's unreal. It was hilarious.
I know these are all legends, right? I mean, I don't know. What was his name?
I like George Carlin.
George Carlin, right?
Hell yeah.
I like George.
I'm going to make fun of everybody, so just nobody's left out, right? That's the thing, you know.
Everybody gets offended equally.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an equal opportunist.
Yeah.
Well, don't sit in the front row, and you won't get
The one that you don't want to sit in front row for is Gallagher, man. Especially when he pulls out that Sledge-O-Matic.
Oh yes.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Watermelons, yeah.
Yep. He'll Sledge-O-Matic anything and everything that crosses his mind. Yeah. I've seen videos or stand-up bits about him, and people have had like sheets of plastic to hold up so they won't get splashed by all the watermelon.
I saw him once a couple of years ago when he was coming back and doing his thing. It was over by Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the Patriots play. And the guy literally is driving himself around in a Toyota Corolla to all the gigs. And I had a tiny itty bitty conversation with him. I don't even remember what it was about, but he's just going into the back of his Corolla and grabbing the mallet and all the props and stuff right in the parking lot without any security, nothing. And I had a buddy that worked at this venue, and all they did was bought the longest shower curtains, a package of the longest shower curtains that they could, so that they can cover up the actual curtains to the venue behind where he's going to perform, behind where the staging area is. And yeah, it does the sledgehammer thing. It goes well and beyond the shower curtains, all the splatter matter, if you will. And so they had to spend some time actually taking the curtains down and getting them dry clean, for God's sakes. But like he was still doing it. That must have been, I don't know, 2008 or 9, maybe. That's a little while.
Well, he used messy food items like watermelon, didn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah, it was all watermelon. He would do. I think he might have done like cans of tomatoes or something.
Ooh, oh, that stains. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Don't sit in the front row.
You know, we're talking about George. Talking about Carlin. You know how we got this whole COVID thing going on? There's I forget which special it was, but it's like he goes on about, it's like, okay, you got an immune system. Okay. Some people live a sterile life. They've got a sterile house. Everything's clean to perfection. Okay. And then you've got the other ones that are kind of for lack of a better word of describing it, a slop. Okay. Maybe it might be a little sloppy, but it's manageable. You can clean it up just like that. But that's kind of the way the immune system is. It might be a little sloppy, but it has practiced these different germs. So when something serious comes around, you've got something to deal with this sickness. You've got an immunity. Now, if you've got a sterile house and something major, okay, like say for COVID, you're fucked. You're going to be having your internal organs turn it into liquid shit. And you are fucked. And it's like, really? It's like, yeah, that's kind of the point of what's going on. Yeah.
Well, I did read an article, and I guess with the way the media is these days, you don't know what you can trust. So I take this for what it is. I didn't write the article. I'm just restating it. But
Sure.
the article essentially said that states that do not have mask mandates, my state being one of them, you have to wear a mask pretty much the second you leave your house, is ridiculous. But states that do not have mask mandates have fewer COVID cases and fewer people in the hospital with COVID, right?
It sounds like they're trying to do something about the issue positively, rather than just trying to, no pun intended, cover it up. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, right. And like around here, Washington State's probably one of the more liberal, progressive areas in the country. Like if you don't have a mask on, literally, people are just, it's like they want to strangle you, right?
Yeah.
So but it's kind of like, come on, man. I mean, I think we're all, I don't know, maybe done wearing the masks or whatever. But BC's right. Like if you need to suscept yourself to a little bit of what's in the air, right? So that your immune system can get a chance at it. I mean, if you just live in a sterile environment your whole life, to your point, you're good luck to you, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sure it's safe to say all four of us here have had chicken pox. I know I have.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
I had it when I was younger.
Yeah, exactly. I was like 6 when I got my chicken pox.
Yeah, I had the mumps. I had the measles.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, the point I'm getting at is
Mono.
we've had our fair share of getting sick. Okay. And hell, I've even had the flu once. And that would, I think, at the time, it was the worst time I've ever had the flu in my entire life.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Every time I got up, my brain was hurting. There was a sharp pain going through.
Yeah.
And what most people don't tell you, with that pain, that sharp pain shooting through your brain, actually causes brain damage. So you don't want to get up too often. You want to lay there in bed, deal with the sickness, let it get, work itself out, and then go on about your business. So that's a key point. That's a true life thing. Anybody that's watching this will remember that. So
back in the day, before there were vaccines, herd immunity was eventually achieved, but at a very high price.
Yeah, true.
Very devastating price. Where now with vaccines for all these things, the polio vaccine was considered a huge achievement because polio, made people crippled.
Yeah.
Smallpox is extremely devastating.
Yeah.
And it goes on and on. You had yellow fever, cholera back in the turn of the century or the 19th century.
The Spanish flu back in 1912. Yeah.
Spanish flu. There you go. Devastating. Devastating results from the Spanish flu. There was no vaccines, and
yeah, and to kind of go on about that, it kind of makes me wonder when, like, the English settlers or the Spanish settlers came over to America with the Native Americans. You know how many diseases they brought with them, and you know how much that affected the native population. It was really devastating to them. So, I mean, it's a rarity. I mean, I get that there's evolution, or I don't know if Darwin's evolution qualifies in this, but it just shows how different people or societies grow up or evolve and have them different scenarios in different regions of the world.
Yeah.
I think anthrax was first discovered amongst sheep, and then there was a cowpox in England where the people that were milking cows as their occupation was immune to this cowpox. I think that was the story. But there was herd immunity back then, but you don't want to see millions of people die from any pandemic if they don't have
know.
Some of those right-wing constitutionalists or libertarians, they like Mr. Owens was saying, yeah, so what? You know, we got to accept all the victims to achieve herd immunity without vaccines. We have to accept it. I said, you have to accept it? What? None of them are your relatives or friends, are they? You know, in other words, as long as it's people he doesn't know.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't affect him personally, it's okay.
Well,
Yeah, damn right. That's how the guy actually went about his life. Yeah.
a lot of people are like that. If it doesn't hit home personally, they don't care.
Yeah. You know,
Pendulum,
that
is this
okay,
the
go
nature
ahead.
of many politics?
Mm-hmm.
Politicians, if it doesn't hit them personally, they don't do shit. Okay, yes.
Yep.
Yep. Steve. Yep. You
Yeah,
know, I had a brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not going to mention names, but I had a brother that initially, when this whole COVID thing started, it didn't believe it. Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of the things, like we were just talking about, if it doesn't affect him personally, like him directly or somebody he knows, he's not worried about it. Now, me, on the other hand, I was more worried about it. It kind of got him mad about it. No, fine. I mean, it's.
You know who had a change in heart? Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, when he got COVID from hanging around Trump and his other followers at that time. You know, when Trump came off the helicopter and took his mask off and gave that speech by the White House.
Yeah.
They all went inside. They had a gathering.
Yeah. Trump got COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, Christie was in a hospital because he's obese. You know, he's that's a risk factor.
Yeah.
Was Christie a very popular governor?
Nah, he was an asshole.
So how did he get elected then?
Because New Jersey people are fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
They reelected him. They complained about him for 4 years, the first term, and then they went and reelected him for another 4 years.
So he did serve 8 years as the governor.
Yeah, but he was very rude. He was like Trump, but not. But he was smart. He was much smarter than Trump, but he was rude like Trump. Yeah.
No, I got a question. Now, we all know that Trump kind of runs off at the mouth, or at least, as I like to put it, talking smack.
Oh, he loves Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse is a hero. He had him and his mother over the mansion in Mar-a-Lago.
That is true. They did invite them over after the trial was over. So anyway.
Well, no, it's just funny that you got like, oh, well, okay. I don't know if you had something else to say. I'm sorry.
No, you were saying something, BC.
Oh, yeah. You know, Trump, I get that, you know, in some aspects, okay, people are going to talk smack or, you know, bullshit, whatever, what have you. Now, for me, Trump kind of talked a whole lot of smack. And I was like, you know, I get that. Okay, we're going to sit around and bullshit. That's kind of the nature of the beast. But when you're sitting there talking smack all day long, it was like, sometimes calm down, man. Calm down. So.
Yeah, it's sort of, well, I think it's interesting too, right? Politics in this country seem to have reached heightened levels, right? I mean, people that didn't really put much effort or interest into politics, say 4 or 5 years ago, right, are very heated about it, right? And tensions are high, and there certainly needs to be like a calming effort or effect. But it's tough, you know, it's tough when you have a new administration come in during a pandemic, you know, and that kind of asks the question, right? When do you guys think we'll ever get back to what used to be normal? Maybe because, you know, you start to say, well, you know, will you always have to wear a mask on an airplane, right? You know, you look at what happened with 9/11 as a great example.
Yeah.
You used to be able to go to the airport, they would just, you'd have to go through the metal detector, but there's no ID. They didn't check your tickets. I mean, I remember waiting for my relatives at the gate when they come off the plane. Remember that? And you pick people up at the airport, you meet them at the gate, and you all walk together, pick up the bag. Now you can't even get into the gate unless you have a ticket that matches your ID and all these other things.
Yeah. Some places need that card showing that at least you've had your first shot.
Correct.
Like, yeah.
You get into
Correct.
Even to get into amphitheaters and sporting events.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's sucks too. I mean, don't get me wrong. Waiting at the gate for your family to get there is, terrible. It's great to see them and whatnot, but if you can't get there to see them, that's terrible. But I mean, then again, on the other hand, going to these like sporting or outdoor events like concerts or what have you, and it's like, I don't say, I'm not going to say that I go out to these concerts and sporting events often, but I do miss them though, man. This last year and a half to 2 years, I definitely missed it. I really do. I was like, dude, come on, man. I need to get out, man. And lucky for us, and I'm sure some of you can say the same thing. Well, some of these restrictions got lifted, and now we can go out, but we still have to wear the mask though. And it's like, in some situations, depending on who you are. Now, if you've had your vaccinations, not so much. Now, if you haven't been vaccinated, okay, fine, you got to wear the mask. Yeah.
Well, plus people are not shy about expressing bigotry today. It's all because of Trump. It's all outspoken. Like they're attacking Congressman Omar, making jokes, Muslim terrorist jokes about her. It's everything's out in the open. Nobody shows any remorse for what they say.
Yeah.
No,
for me, it's like, okay, I don't mind somebody speaking their mind. I really don't. I mean, you'll say what you mean, or say what's really on your mind, but do it with some finesse. Okay. I mean, you ain't got to be an asshole about it, but you ain't got to be all sweet to the point where your teeth hurt either. So I mean,
if you're a congressperson, a senator, a governor, a president, a vice president, you have to act professional. You have to show some class and dignity. And set an example.
Intelligence too. Yeah.
Yeah, set an example for people. Don't say something totally, imbecilic, or that you can't back up with facts, which is a big problem with a lot of the right-wing politicians. They're just not debating with proven facts.
Be right back.
So unfortunately,
I'll be right back.
But the mask, I mean, you can't go to a restaurant, you can't eat and drink with a damn mask on.
No.
I mean, I got a seat because they didn't have buffets at this local Indian restaurant. Like, I used to go for lunch once a week, and it was great food, and it wasn't expensive. So I went, and I got food to take out. Actually, no. One day I decided to eat there.
Okay.
Because I like the waitress, so I decided to eat there. And as soon as I sat down, I got my table. I took my mask off. This woman, who was about 20 feet away from me, says, "Excuse me, where's your mask?" I says, "I'm 1,000 miles away from you. You're all the way down." And I says, "I ordered food. How the hell am I supposed to drink and eat with my mask on?" He says, "Come on." I mean,
not a clue how that's supposed to work.
Yeah, and she's so far away. Even though she's probably figured the media says there's no good air filtration system in restaurants. There's no ventilation. I mean, if there is, it's not going to.
You can't win these days.
Yeah, the aerosol droplets, whatever. But still, don't. If that's the case, don't accept people sitting down at a table. I mean, even though the distance was 10 feet or more.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like if I'm walking on the sidewalk, some people will actually walk out into the street and go all the way around and then get back on the sidewalk again. But they're still over 10 feet away from me as they're walking past me. I mean, some people are really paranoid and really overreacting to this.
A little bit.
Now, our healthcare system definitely has a lot to be desired. In New Jersey, the New Jersey state Medicaid system, if your monthly income is like over, I think it's like $1,070, you're just by, even if it's a few bucks, you're not qualified to get Medicaid. Like they think that poor people living on a fixed income can afford the health care that this country has.
Not really.
Medicaid. I said Medicare, no, Medicaid. I did.
Yep.
I made a mistake. Medicaid, New Jersey State Medicaid. I'm sorry, there's a big difference. Okay, what's his name? Sid is here. Hey, Sid. What's up, brah?
Hola.
What's how you doing, brah? Biden fucked up, bro. Well, Biden's he's old. He's getting old, man. He's he needs a Geritol, or he needs some heavy duty antioxidants and big complex. I mean, I don't know what kind of people are taking care of him in the government. What kind of nutritionist he has, but I would load him up with supplements. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm glad you mentioned it, Sid. There's a new variant now. It has, like my sister says, it has like a space age name. What is it? Omicron or
Omicron or something?
Omicron or yeah, it's got like an alien name. It's worse than the Delta variant. So it seems every time a new variant.
Omicron, yep.
Omicron. As soon as a new variant appears, it's always worse than the here we go.
Yeah.
Omicron, yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Omicron, yeah. So
You must be doing some hardcore cleaning up there.
Omicron, yeah, it's worse than Delta. So, but I'm getting my third booster shot Friday, December the 3rd.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Same day.
Moderna from Massachusetts.
Yeah, Moderna, yes, sir.
Moderna. All the big shots in Washington got Moderna, and I want Moderna. I requested.
They gave out at Gillette Stadium, which was the big COVID vaccination site. Yeah, next to my town. Yeah, next town. Yeah.
With every Moderna shot at Gillette Stadium, do they offer to shave your balls with a Gillette razor?
I was about to say that would have been nice, but no touching my balls, please.
My chocolate salty balls. My chocolate salty balls.
Oh yeah, chef salty, chocolate salty ball. That was like spinach to Popeye for Mr. Hanky. Yeah, chef salty ball. I have Wilkinson sword blades, but I've been using this electric razor from Taiwan that is absolutely the best I've ever used. Sid is here.
Have you guys ever heard of this company? You see that there, James?
Steel. What is that?
Hello, John and Eli.
Hello.
Okay, so get this.
John and Eli's here? Oh, there he is.
Hello, John. You ever heard of this company, James?
Steel? No. It looks
I've
like
never heard of it either. This is a
that?
catalog I got in the mail, right? Look at this, right? So it's a clothing company. Outdoor clothing.
Okay. Is
Let me
it more reasonable than Cabela's or
Well, let me ask you a question.
Bass Pro Shop.
Right?
or
Here's
what's
a
that
nice
one?
jacket.
LL Bean.
Right? You see this jacket?
Wow, puffy.
It's got like a down, sewn in
Yeah.
down liner, right? They have
Uh-huh.
other colors here. See,
Okay.
looks nice, right?
Hold on. Let me get a bird's eye view. Hold on.
Guess, and I'm only doing this because
Guess the price.
Guess the price. Actually, here, this is better, right? Is this look all right? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Guess the price of this jacket.
Okay, now before I guess the price, are they advertised as like thermal insulated jackets?
Yeah, let me read you what it says here.
Yeah.
All right.
This is what it says, okay? And I'm going to try to cover up the price so that
Okay.
you can't see it, okay? Is that
Cold smoke charger, lightweight, so loft and storm-proof security for the deepest, coldest days on the hill. What if you're not on a hill? What if you're in the tundra somewhere?
$100. $100.
So this has Gore-Tex in it, right? See that?
There you go. Gore-Tex.
That adds cost.
$100.
Yeah, that costs money. Yeah.
Okay, so you
Bean recently. Yeah, it was around $100. $100.
so $100, right? Is that what your guess is, Eric?
No. I'm gonna take a guess and say because of the Gore-Tex and because of what they're claiming,
Could be 130.
I would say $59.95.
Oh, it can't be that cheap.
Let me show you the company. Steel.
I'll give you $29.95.
They're based in Jackson, Wyoming.
Oh, is that by Cody, Wyoming? Probably. Jackson.
So you
Hole?
said $100. Sorry, James. What'd you say?
No, I said $59.95.
You guys are off. It's not even close how far you're off. It's not even close.
Who
Look
said
at the
100?
price.
Tom?
Me.
What is this?
$649.
$649.
Hey, Steo. Hey, Steo. Hey, where's that turkey with the cock? Hey, Steo, I got an itch in the middle of my forehead.
I saved this catalog
Motherfucker.
only because I thought you guys would get a kick out of the prices on this stuff. Can you believe that? $649 for a jacket, James.
Don't go.
That will keep this bird warm in the winter.
Hey,
Can
this
you
is
believe
what we
that?
have to say to the Steel Company. You are part of the Chiselers Hall of Shame. You have been inducted.
Okay, how about this? Right? Here's another one. See that shirt? This like
man.
plaid looking shirt. Nice shirt, right?
$249.
The shirt.
Yeah.
$149.
Yeah, so not that
Screw
bad.
them.
This pant. Okay, this bib pant here. See that?
Yeah.
$449
For pants, I'd rather go to Walmart.
for pants.
I'd rather go to Walmart.
Can you believe this?
I go to Walmart.
No.
So my wife says, "Hey, what's this?" Right? I'm like, "I don't know," And I flip through it. I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is some nice stuff, right?" $600.
Nice stuff?
No, just throw it.
No
Are
way.
you absolutely lost your mind?
Oh no. I go to Walmart, I'll get $10 denim jeans. I'll go on Amazon Prime or whatever, and I'll get like
Amazon Prime.
thermal work socks, heavy duty socks. And then I got a quilted vest and a black windbreaker from the Gap that my ex gave me. And let me tell you, when I put those two on, I don't feel cold even in the middle of winter. And I got the heavy Elmer Fudd fleece. What do you call those? Those plaid jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me show you. But I got Wilson's House of Suede, heavy leather with insulation. I got two of those.
Made out of fleece.
Yeah, hold on. Let me show you the Elmer Fudd.
I think it's the plaid jacket. Yeah, I think you're right. Jesus.
We're gonna hunt Wascoey Widowgway Wabbits. Okay. My brother-in-law gave them to me because he don't like it. This one has got the blue one has got a fleece inside. It's thick.
So that blue one's nice for the winter months,
and this
right?
one has got it's quilted.
Those are nice items. Are those $180 shirts you're wearing?
No way,
right?
No way, hell no. Hell no, screw them. The retailers not only do they treat their employees like shit and pay them cheap, including managers, but with no benefits, but they also have contempt for their customers. They're crooks. They're one of the worst. It's one of the worst industries around, next to car dealers. And or infomercial hucksters, carnival snake barkers like that. I miss like that My Pillow guy with his shit.
Oh God, what's his name? Mike Lindell.
Yeah, with his $100 pillow, and he's he buddied up with Donald Trump.
The guy got angry about politics. I was like, damn.
Yeah, how I made a My Pillow just as an experiment. I
made one.
I got a sack of shredded memory foam from Amazon Prime because I needed it for my beanbag sofa or chair.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I got a small cotton laundry bag with drawstring from the dollar store. Okay, and I stuffed it with the memory foam with as much as I could, and it was pretty damn comfortable. I made sure it was real firm, and it cost me a tiny fraction of what Mike Lindell wants for his My Pillow that he's always hugging on the commercial. Yeah, but a lot of people are impulse buyers. They won't wait for a product to be out for a while so they can read the reviews. No, they'll go, oh, that's cool. Oh, I got to get that. Like when all those nonstick pans were on TV, and most of them were lies, complete lies. The only one that got good reviews by people that made YouTube videos was Granite Stone.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man.
Granite Stone was the only one that lived up to the expectations of the claims coming from the infomercial. But there is a toxic chemical that comes out of nonstick surfaces, just like it comes out of plastic bottles, like plastic containers. If it's exposed to heat or extreme cold, extreme heat, this synthetic form of estrogenic chemical.
Estrogenic?
It's estrogen, synthetic estrogen related. It comes, leaches out, and it's carcinogenic. And
wow. All right. Good to know, I guess, Dreams.
Yeah, he's talking about red pill guys on YouTube that get donations from people through they have Patreon accounts, like Coach Greg Adams and people. I wonder how the IRS treats gift donations. Is it tax free up to a certain point, or is it always
to receive or to give?
To receive.
To receive gift donations online.
That's a good question.
I would think it's taxable up to a certain point.
Like they would have to say, I want to give you a gift donation of $50 because I really love your show and I've learned a lot from you and I want to give you this donation. And then somebody else does it. Somebody else wants to gift $100. Somebody wants to gift $20, and it adds up. Now, I wonder how the IRS.
They want their piece of the pie all the time, though.
Well, they do have delusional, unrealistic expectations. They want to be equal when it comes to making money, Sid. But when it comes to
it's difficult. It's difficult because even the band that I'm in, the IRS or we use this platform. It's called Bandcamp, and a lot of independent artists use Bandcamp to sell their merchandise and to sell their whether it's on a download or you're physically sending it to people.
Well,
They only use PayPal. And at one point and I think they still probably do, but we figured out a way to get around it. Where if we want to try to get our money out of PayPal, they want to know our tax ID number.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, my what's his name?
Crazy.
Oh, I missed a BC's trip to his smoker. Yo, you should tell me.
How's it
Yeah,
going?
good. Now, James, you're monetized on your channel, right?
No, they told me because of my content, the sponsors will not allow my shows to be monetized because I have to make it like G-rated.
Yeah, but there's no swearing. I don't think we've swore at all on this.
Yeah,
thing, have we?
but still, I mean, you know, I blurt out whatever is on my mind, and you know, I can't.
Free country, my ass.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, yeah.
James, you didn't miss much. I had to add more charcoal to my grill.
Gotcha. Good man.
Yeah. So what was I talking about before?
Monetization, right?
Delusional. We're talking about delusional women. Blah blah. Oh no! After that, about the PayPal. Paul Mantia prefers what is it called? Vimco,
Venmo.
Yeah, everybody seems to prefer that. Yeah.
What's it called? Venmo.
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 Yeah.
He prefers that over Cash App. He says it's the least problematic of all of them.
I believe it. Yeah, it's just for it's just when you're trying to be an independent musician and you use that company website called Bandcamp. The only thing you can use is PayPal, and that's a common platform for everybody. So that's why you end up needing to use one certain style of payment method.
Now, to have a Venmo, to have an account, you have to register a checking account or debit card.
That's right. There has to be some.
You have to link it up to some kind of bank.
Because they're going to wire. They're going to direct deposit it as you liquidate the money. They have to direct deposit it somewhere electronic.
Apparently, Venmo is a subsidiary of PayPal. I'm not sure how it's been owned by PayPal since 2012.
So that means
they act separate. They're independent in how they function.
So that means the IRS expects you to pay taxes on it.
Yeah. After a certain amount of money, they want you to give like we were trying to we have a band. Our band has our own email address and stuff like that, and that's what it's linked to. And they want to know our tax ID because we haven't made a bunch of money, but we made a little bit of money since we put out an album in June. And they were like, tax ID. It's like, wait a minute. So the way we thought about getting around it is, you said the gift thing. Perfectly good idea there.
Gift donation.
Link it into one of our guitar players' personal PayPal account for his own personal usage, and then we can try to take it out and do what we need after that.
Like
That's
all the fans,
do it.
All the fans of Oxblood Forge, including female groupies, male fans, that all really are behind you guys and really appreciate and love your music, want to send gift donations. Now, how does that work with the IRS? I'm just wondering. The gift donation.
It doesn't work. They still want their piece of the pie. They want we're trying to decide if we want even like LLC.
It's a gift. It's like a gratuity, right? Like if you're a waiter in a good restaurant that's real popular, and you're getting cash tips.
Yep.
And that, by the way, that routine, that arrangement of all the waiters and waitresses pooling their tips is bullshit, because I think the owner of the restaurant is skimming some of that money and pocketing it.
Absolutely.
So,
you never know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't trust the owner of these restaurants. You listen, you gotta share your tips with some waitress that is really lousy and and forgets to bring her customers what they ask for, and you're attentive and you have to share your tips with all the bad waiters.
I'm agreeing with you on this. You shouldn't have to do any of that.
Right. There should be retribution. There should be punishment for people that do bad work.
I mean, when you work in sales, no matter what kind of sales it is, even like in corporate America, like what I work in, and even in like car dealerships and stuff like that, that's pretty much what your salary is. It's you're making the sales, you're making your commission. It should maybe there should be a general base wage when it comes to restaurants and stuff like that, but everything after that, you made that. That's on you, and you hustled and you made that. That's yours, right? It shouldn't be that.
Why should you?
I've got to agree with Eric on this one. I've got an uncle that sells cars in the industry. He really does. Now, I know for a fact he busts his ass to sell these cars, this, that, and whatnot. And I don't want to paint him in that type of light where he's going to, sell you a lemon, this, that, and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
it's a lemon, yeah.
He seems like a really decent guy. I've talked to him. Really decent guy. He'll get you a car that works well. That's not going to be a lemon. And you know what? This guy, I know for a fact, busts his ass. And he's got a place out in Ypsilanti. He has, lack for a better word, a country house here in Michigan, somewhere like in the half northern part of the mid or in the UP. And it's like, you know how much property tax and whatnot he has to pay out on these two properties out in Ypsilanti and country home? A lot. So that means he has to sell a lot of cars on commission to pay for all this. And it's one of them things where you get some of them that really bust their ass because they've got a lot going on. Then just like James, you got some of them that are kind of crummy. It's like, I'm just here for the paycheck type of deal.
Everybody wants a piece of the pie, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to work for it, which is what's the point? We might as well just, I'm not suggesting we restructure the government to work in that fashion, but a lot of countries have gone that direction where they feel that way to the point where we need to restructure it so that it's a little more balanced, even though when it's balanced, you don't get as much you don't get as much personal freedoms at the end of the day when you try to balance it fairly for everybody. Then everybody it sounds great on paper, right? But that's a whole different story when we talk about finances and trying to balance finances for everybody in your country. It's a little different.
Yeah. It almost sounds like socialism in a way.
I did not say the exact word. BC came up with that.
Yeah. I'm just calling it like I see it. That's all I do.
Exactly what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it is what I'm trying to say.
I'm not saying that's what you're trying to say, but
it basically was what I was trying to say. Yeah, without saying it. Yep.
Oh.
But yeah.
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. So
nope, but that's exactly what I was going off of, right? It sounds great that everybody has an equal opportunity, meaning you have an opportunity. If you would like an opportunity, go out there and do it. No one's legally saying you can't go and try to apply for a job and go and get one. But is it really equal to try to get that job? Hell no. You got to prove that you're that person that needs that job. It's not just any Joe Schmo off the street who's going to get you a job.
Yeah, and you know what the sad thing is in this day and age, with some jobs, now they're just hiring anybody off the street to fill these positions.
Amazon.
So it's like, I don't get it, man.
When you call, just think of when you have to call an office or an inbound call center, whether it's it's domestically located or whether it's in the Philippines. What percentage? How many nincompoops do you run into when you have to make a call to?
Oh, I can think of a time specifically. I had to call a company, a big tech company at my work, and it was a nightmare and a half just trying to get to somebody that could speak plain English, knew what I was talking about, and knew how to
Well,
literally, it was to the point. I'm not even going to say the name of the company, but the company was so big that they can't just like direct me to the sales rep that I was working
you
for.
could say
I was working with.
you could
They
name
had,
names.
they had to use instant messaging, and I don't know if it was on Microsoft Teams or whatever. This lady from Mumbai or whatever had to instant message the rep. And I'm like on the phone for 10 minutes. Oh, it says the rep is typing. I'm like, this is really how this works? You instant message to get me on hold with the rep I was trying to place a purchase order with in my company? This is ridiculous. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
You just pick up the phone and give me a number. No, it doesn't work that way.
Trying to
Crazy.
save the company some money, man. That's what that is.
Outsourcing.
Well, I can't understand the Indian accents on the phone, but the Philippines I can understand. But the worst part is when they profusely apologize to you over and over and over and over. I said, please don't apologize. I just
Give me results now.
give me results. Look into why this is. I mean, like Amazon, I distinctly typed in where it says delivery instructions in my account. Please put all my parcels in the mail. Don't leave it outside on the ground so somebody with itchy fingers can drive by and steal it.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
you don't fire, man. I'm telling you.
About 75% of the time they have the sense to open up a door, which is not hard. You open up one door and you place it in the mailroom. And then you have 33 and the third percent left, that just are lazy and they just toss it outside.
Yeah.
We've had people in this building had things stolen because the packages were left outside. You don't do that.
Yeah.
And they keep on apologizing to me. And we will make sure it doesn't happen again. Yeah, right. Okay. What was that, BC?
Oh, I was about to say, this time of year, man. Now since Thanksgiving is over, guess what holiday's coming up? Christmas. And you know what that means? A lot more packages, a lot more sales in stores. So you really got to watch out for these porch pirates, man. For real. And it's like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen on my local news about these porch pirates, man, stealing these things. Why are you stealing somebody else's mail? You don't even know what's in the box. Come on, what's in the box?
Could be a dildo in there.
Could be.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I think that in my opinion, the sleaziest level of criminal is a porch pirate.
Yeah.
Right. And you see, I just want to have these guys get the ultimate gratification of they come out and their car won't start or something. Right. And then you see the guy, because people have cameras on their porches now. You see the guy running out there yelling at him and they're all kind of cowering and everything. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. It's like, no, F you, man. You freaking came and tried to steal my kid's present. No, you are going to get beat to the living. You know what I mean, right? And these people are like, no, and they're calling the police on them. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Just call the police.
If I had a Rottweiler or a Bull Mastiff or a dog that bites really hard, I would just, if somebody was on the porch stealing my parcels.
The porch pirate is not the victim here. No, absolutely not. You don't get to call the police and say that I'm threatening your life. No, you don't. You are on my property. You are, right?
Yeah.
Think about it, right? Or the guy that
there is a way to combat that, though. You know what I would do? I would order stuff. Fine, I'll be here when the package gets here. But you know what? Every once in a while, just to throw people off for the porch pirates, especially if it becomes frequent. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a box. I'm going to take a big old dump in that box.
Yeah.
Set it outside and let them steal it and say, ain't that the shit? Yeah, the shit you wanted. Yeah. That's the perfect way to combat it, man. Leave the box of shit. What are they going to do with it? Come on.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Okay. Now, this is what I like. I'll show you. Hold on. I think, back in the day, I think the original porch pirate, I'm talking about decades ago, was, the woman that put her home-baked apple or blueberry pie on the windowsill and somebody stole the pie.
Yeah.
Remember?
This
Okay.
is going back to like the Little Rascal days. Yeah.
Little Rascal days. Yeah, delivered. I was waiting for, it says, they tell you if it's in the area or what
Yeah.
Amazon distribution center it's located, and if it's out for delivery, they'll tell you that. And then now it says delivered today. Now I'm going to see if they are in the mailroom. I'm going to do that.
Does your building have a doorman, James?
No, it's not. It's not a highfalutin muckety muck building like the ones on the Hudson River over here that are like real high rises.
Yeah.
Like George Jefferson. No.
Out to the sky. Yeah.
Yeah, with the doorman that's expecting tips and all that shit. But then again, there's an elevator. What do I need a doorman to help me for? There's an elevator in the lobby. Yeah, it's just
He's just there to open the door for you. That's all he's there for.
well, and if you have a guest, he'll page you. You have Mr. Sam Adams here to visit. And that's it. They don't really, their function is to make the building look fancy or classy.
Yeah, like I've never been to New York City. I've only ever flown through the airport. But you see on TV, now maybe this is just TV, but they say, oh yeah, well, we have a doorman, right? And he's like security, he does all sorts of things, right? But those people make like decent wages, but somehow your HOA, your homeowners association, pays this guy, and then everybody kicks him a little something for doing this and that. Does that exist in nice like Park Avenue? Like you go to Park Avenue, Madison Avenue, whatever the most expensive street in New York is. Do they have doormans there?
Well, I know that expensive upscale high rises, a lot of them have gymnasiums.
That's right.
Indoor, outdoor, in-ground pools. They're pretty complete. I think every floor has a laundry room.
Whoa, every floor?
I believe so. Yeah, every floor has a laundry room. We don't have we have three levels here. Now and then there's an apartment in the basement, but there's a laundry room in the basement. But I tend to go when people are usually not home. Like in other words, I don't have to wait
during the daytime.
During the daytime, even the afternoon. Like I'll go like in a weekday. Like now, if I try to wash clothes on a weekend, I have to wait my turn. But I kind of do it that way. It's like when I had before I lost my car in the flood, I used to always go to motor vehicles, not Monday morning when everyone else goes to motor vehicles. I used to go on a Friday about 45 minutes before they close, the end of the week. Now, these people are really antsy to get the hell out of there because the weekend is upon them. And they're like, let's go. Who's next? Okay, who's next? Let's go. And the lines are moving fast. Yeah. That's
so
motor vehicle. No, wait.
I see what you're saying. So you go when people want to leave instead of saying, well, I'm getting paid by the hour. I might as well just make it miserable for everybody.
Well, most people are like, they're like, oh, I got to go to motor vehicles. Or it's the first, or old people would say like, oh, it's the first of the month. I got to go to the bank, but they got to go early Monday. They have this thing with mornings. No, I think the opposite. I go later when these people are really itching to leave. And
you're talking about people.
Bart, how you doing, man? Bart Robinson.
Hey, Bart.
Hey, Bart.
Does that mean you're in the backyard? That mean you have a yardstick measuring your property? Is that what yard work means? You should come. The leaves. Oh. Ugh.
You're back.
Ugh. That's all I got to say.
What was I getting in?
You should come on the show, man. You should.
Oh.
You got a webcam?
Yeah.
Oh, Jordy, you should come on the show. You got some beers from Scotland, local beers. Oh, really?
James, you used to have long hair. I was noticing video. Let me see here if I can share this. You guys used to do a show called Thundering Thursday.
Oh, Thundering Thursday, or is it? Yeah, well, Thunder. It used to be Thirsty Thursday when Eric did it, and then Ron took over, and it was.
Yeah, so here we go. I was kind of catching up. There we go. Look at that hair.
Yeah, but the problem with my hair, it's too bushy.
Look at that hair.
Curly. It gets very curly, and.
So that's what the P stands for, Piranha?
Yeah, P is. Well, it's Piranha. One of the professional wrestlers, his daughter Olivia, named me Piranha Madonna, but it's not Piranha. It's Pasquale.
Pasquale. Okay, that's pretty funny though. Piranha Madonna. I like that.
Well, it sounded good.
Good name, Piranha Madonna. Yeah.
It sounded good. Oh, you got beers, huh? Well, let me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back.
Let me. See, I don't want. All right, you know what? I'll let me just hold on. I don't want a certain someone to come on because he's a really bad drunk, and I think Eric knows what I'm talking about.
I think I know who you're talking about too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to give you the link, Jordy. And then I got to go grab my parcels to see if they're properly placed and they're not. I mean, I live in a rich neighborhood, honestly. I mean, I'm not rich, but I am surrounded by people with like Ferraris and whatever. And
people with money. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a ghetto or anything, but there's a lot of people passing through this area because there's a lot of nice places to go, restaurants and cafes and such. So there are lots of. It's busy, with the drivers. It's not like where I used to live where you just saw the birds flying around and chirping and rabbits hopping around my yard.
Yeah, or squirrels. Yeah,
right. I miss the quiet of the suburbs that I used to live in, where you had a little bit of nature around you. I had red-tailed hawks making nests across the street. And Eric got tired of asking me a long time. I'm a little nervous about it. Well, you know what?
I like your idea.
All kinds of people from different walks of life. They've been on these beer review shows, like
all kinds of people. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, like Ronald Theriot, and a lot of them. Are not sophisticated.
I've been on. Yeah, I've been on that thing with him since 2012. Crazy. Whoa, hello.
Hey, Jordy from Scotland. Welcome, Jordy from Scotland.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, James. How are you doing?
Good. Everyone here had a very pleasant Thanksgiving holiday with lots of food. And turkey and such and grog. So how was your weekend, Jordy?
My weekend is going good, guys. I just had a few pints with my dad yesterday, so that was good. And been on streams and stuff. Yo, Jason. Yo, Thomas. Yo, BC. Hope you're doing good, guys.
Yeah, Jason's here. So if you want to review a couple, one or two things, because I got to go check my parcel deliveries.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll put Jordy on full screen. and then Jordy can talk about his product.
Yeah, this is from Scotland. This is a Scottish beer. Tennant's Brewery. This is their Tennant's Light. So they're basically copying Bud Light in a way. This is 3.5% alcohol volume. So basically the exact same as Bud Light here in the US. And got my Budweiser glass. Budweiser glass.
Nice.
So I'm going to just open it. So this is Scottish beer, white beer, Scottish white beer. Oh damn! I kind of fucked that pour up.
Kind of like a hard pour, yeah.
Damn! Look at that.
Yeah.
Man, look at the head on that, man. Woo!
I should put out. It's like an ice cream or something. It's
Yeah,
like a sundae.
man, I love me some head, but man.
Oh, bro, you BC, that's funny. I like myself some head as well, but not that much.
You know.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
Super white, basically like a Coors Light, Bud Light. Whoa. Super crisp, super clean, super easy drinking, smooth ride, 3.5%. I mean, look at that. It's 3.5% alcohol volume. I've pissed more alcohol than that. Sorry for the swearing. But I've peed more alcohol than that. 3.5. That's really weak. But it's really sessionable at the same time. I'm also drinking this stuff as well. Sorry.
Lost Cosmonauts. All right.
Lost Cosmonauts, yeah. 6% TDH IPA, double dry hopped from North Brewing Company. This stuff is 6%. This is right here.
What's the APV on that?
It's 6% volume. So pretty strong.
Okay.
Look at the difference from these. Though. This is Tennant's White. This is Lost Cosmonauts. This has definitely got more colour to it. I might actually end up mixing these two together and see what it's like, both of these together.
I'll be more worried about how you're going to be feeling tomorrow.
True. I'll need a big, giant, greasy breakfast tomorrow to for sure, and a coffee.
You're gonna have to fry some slab bacon, a lot of it.
Yeah.
You know, nice slab smoked apple smoke or hickory smoked bacon, but the thick one, and you're gonna have to have several eggs.
Yeah.
So you got any scrapple? Do they make scrapple in Scotland?
Scrapple? What? I don't know what that is. Scrapple?
It's a bunch of different parts of the pig. You know, like when they make haggis.
Okay.
It is a mush of pork scrapes and trimmings combined with cornmeal and wheat flour.
Yeah.
And spices.
That sounds nice. James, do you know what we do on Christmas? We get a big giant turkey, right? And we buy like streaky bacon and we put it all over the turkey, put it in the oven, and see when it comes out, there's crispy bacon on it. Oh, so good. So good.
It's one of my favorite meats when I used to go to the all-you-can-eat rotisserie barbecue, the Brazilian barbecue. It had turkey wrapped in bacon, and then they had skirt steak, which was really good, nice and tender.
Skirt steak.
The turkey was wrapped in bacon, and it's kind of similar to what BC does when he smokes his pork loin wrapped in bacon, or meatloaf wrapped in bacon.
Yeah.
I think it was meatloaf that he did, and then wrapped in bacon, and those burgers. I mean, what's his
burger bombs? Yeah, the burger bombs. Yeah,
the burger bombs. They look really good.
Bacon wrapped around the burger. Yeah,
they look bigger than 8 ounces. Those burgers.
Oh, it was a pretty big burger, man. I mean, it was probably about the size of my fist.
I remember. I saw the profile of it after you took the bite.
Yeah,
What's
now
that?
next week, man, if we're doing this next week, man, I'm thinking about doing bacon wrap stuffed pork loin next Sunday.
Bacon
So
wrap what?
pork loin next week.
Hey, that'll be
Because
good.
I've never done it yet so far on this show. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Then
pork
you
on
got the-
pork.
Yeah, pork loin, yeah. And then you get the stuffing inside the pork loin too. Ooh, that's like a triple treat right there.
Now your the turkey that you have in the smoker, that's one breast with bone and skin, right?
Yeah, yep. Now, since you talk about it, I'm gonna go check that out right now. So here we
Because
go.
this is good practice for you. Like next time, you could probably do wings, drumsticks, thighs, and breast.
So that's the
Yeah.
thing, like James said, right? You know, you sort of do all the pieces in their individual parts, and then maybe one day you graduate to a whole turkey.
Yeah, because I was telling James before the start of the show, it's like, doing a whole turkey sounds really intimidating to me. Now, it's kind of like building my confidence here with the turkey parts. So when I do like level up for the whole turkey, I'll have some experience for that. So let's check what we got here.
Yeah, too bad they don't sell like turkey turkey hearts and livers. I used to see like the chicken hearts.
Oh, livermish.
Oh yeah, it's really good. My grandmother used to saute it in olive oil, onions, garlic. Look at that.
Heck yeah.
I'm one of the guys that a lot of people. I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, liver's disgusting," blah blah blah. But I like it. Put some salt and pepper on that. It's nice. You know.
Yeah, someday I want to try haggis.
Oh,
Yeah.
Basically,
Or
like
was that shepherd's pie? Come on,
shepherd.
Rocky.
Hell yeah.
No.
I got good shepherd's pie at Trader Joe's. It's decent. A lot of meat,
I think the haggis is most similar to what a scrapple is in the United States. However, it's that they're using that sheep stomach instead of just meat itself to encase everything. Instead of just meat on flat top, they're using that stomach to encase everything else. So I think that's probably the closest proximity to a scrapple style case. Yeah, from the United States. Yeah. Not good to me though. Use that pig. Use that meat, man. Come on.
Well,
And Scotland,
the sausages in Scotland are
more like a sausage. Yep.
They're bangers, right? They're called bangers.
bangers, yeah.
Mash.
Yeah.
By the Irish say bangers. Yeah, they're bangers. And the blood sausage is black pudding.
Non-alcoholic.
Oh, I love black pudding. Freeway.
Me too.
Non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic hazy IPA. What?
Athletic Brewing
It's
Company.
the Athletic Brewing Company. Yeah.
Nice, Thomas. That was
Where is it
nice.
in Oakland? The Oakland.
So they brew across the United States. They're out of where does this thing say? They're out of San Diego is where Athletic Brewing Company is, but they also brew in Stratford, Connecticut, where the Two Road Brewing Company is. Now this is actually less than 0.5% ABV. This actually has a full amount of flavor to it.
That's non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic, all right. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but there it is. There is actually sediment suspended in there. Definitely, you can see that. And they're utilizing water, organic malt, malted barley, hops, yeast, and wheat. So I mean, it has your typical kind of New England style IPA flavor, that juicy. It's very orangey, this one, or grapefruit and orangey, but I mean, there's always this one thing about the non-alcoholic beers. You always have this. I don't know if it's the yeast or what it is, but always has this kind of interesting minerality, this mineral kind of quality to it. This little funky quality to it that you get in all of these non-alcoholic beers, but it's full of hop character and flavor. There's a little bit of caramel, kind of malty sweetness. I think that's the Vienna malt and that really plays through. That's the only thing that's kind of a little off about the hazy IPA here is that it has like this, the Vienna malt is a little off from the style. You don't typically see that. But I mean, I don't know, for a non-alcoholic beer, it is full of flavor. So, and it's approximately 70 calories. Pretty good. If you want a beer without the, if you want a beer break and you still want a beer.
So I got to ask you, Eric, some of those beers, well, not some of them, they're all non-alcoholic, but they have just like a 0.0 something. You have to be 21 to buy them, right?
I believe so, yeah.
0.05, yeah.
Less than 0.05 alcohol by volume.
Yeah, so you still have to be of age to buy them.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to get the scrapple. I used to get the scrapple from Aldi's. Smart. Aldi's has a good scrapple. That's not bad.
Oh,
Thomas,
look at that there.
They have a good
That's
little.
low.
That's
Does
it.
Tom have a beer review channel?
Yeah, I do the if you look up Thomas Metal 75, you will find my channel. I do the Massachusetts beer reviews.
Massachusetts. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
every Wednesday at 7:30 New York-ish time. We go live and we do a wild card Wednesday where you can bring whatever basically adult beverage you want, review it, and have
Awesome.
a fun and save time while doing it. Yeah, man.
Oh, I have subscribed. I wasn't sure if I was subscribed or not, but I am
Yeah.
subscribed.
Cheers.
Now we have a new Facebook Messenger chat group named after the show, Keto Kings Beer and Barbecue Banter.
Yeah, on Facebook.
And we're on Messenger now, and for those
Awesome.
that use Messenger.
So I could send you guys what beer I'm drinking and stuff like that. That's cool.
Right
Sweet.
on.
But so what do you have for dinner there, Eric, tonight?
We're gonna make some. You can get these pizza shells called bubblies, and I think if we're gonna do it at my house. We're gonna do it with I think maybe some Alfredo sauce, mushrooms, and some shrimp. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, you
Oh, nice.
maybe a little bit of bacon on top of that. That would be
Ooh, you're talking about Vegas right there. You know how much I love bacon.
Oh, so
yeah, man.
you're gonna have guests help you. You're gonna have people come over.
Oh yeah, yep.
You know, I'm gonna have to buy the first plane out of here to come over to your place. They have that bacon and stuff, man.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
think
man. Come on down.
I would travel to America just for that. That does sound good.
Come on down.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I go this weekend. Last Saturday, I went to the all-you-can-eat sushi place, and I ate pretty good as usual.
Yeah, I see the pictures on that on the Food is Everything, or was that yeah, Food is Everything. It was
Everything is food. Yeah, I did the picture. I didn't go live because I felt tired, you know, and I just didn't have the energy to be entertaining and funny and and to talk. I just wanted to relax, and so I took photos and some short videos.
Yeah.
The food's pretty good there. I mean, I have nothing negative to say about it. I mean, they give you a lot of raw fish in the rolls. They're not stingy. Their beef teriyaki is really tender. Their fried oysters are great.
Oh, oysters. I'm crazy for seafood. I love seafood.
like clams, fried clams.
Clams. They have clams and scallops in Scotland.
Yeah, I eat scallops all the time. I love scallops.
Nice.
Scallops are great.
Yeah.
And of course, cod. There's a lot of cod up there.
We get smoked haddock here as well. It's like smoked haddock is so good.
You know, haddock, and up over here, haddock is the most expensive member of the cod family because it's not just cod. There's pollock, there's haddock,
Mackerel one.
hake. There's hake is a cod variety.
Yeah.
Halibut. There's a lot of halibut in the North Atlantic too.
Yeah,
They're huge.
What part of Scotland are you from, Jordy, or do you live in?
I'm from Glasgow, my friend.
I
Glasgow.
spent about 3 weeks in Glasgow.
Did you?
Many years ago. I stayed at the Radisson Hotel. Is that still there?
Radisson? Do you know whereabouts it was?
Kind of off of Argyle Street, if you know where that is.
Argyle Street, yeah. Argyle Street.
So I actually went and did a project there in the IBM factory in Greenock, if you know where that is.
I think so. Greenock. I know Greenock. I've been to Greenock. Yeah.
Yeah. So I flew from. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. I flew from Shannon to London, London to Glasgow Airport. Stayed at the Radisson Hotel off of Argyle Street, and then spent about 3 weeks working at the IBM factory in Greenock. Let me see if I can pull that up and show you where that is.
That's brilliant, man.
You guys talk about Argyle. I'm thinking about the Jag Isles band for some reason.
Oh, yes.
I must have got lost.
Now, from what I understand, Loch Ness is very deep. Some parts are like over 800 feet deep, so close to 1,000 feet deep. Now, Pendulum, is the Loch Ness monster really there? Oh, okay. Is there a time portal where the Loch Ness monster goes back to prehistoric times and then enters Loch Ness?
That can't be true.
No, there's no time portal.
Okay, good.
So
going back.
Yeah. So we go. So it hides, right? Pretty much. It's very, very.
The Loch Ness monster?
Yeah.
Does it hide? Yeah, it hides, all right.
Apparently that picture was fake, but I believe in the Loch Ness monster. I believe in Bigfoot as well. I believe in Bigfoot. I think Bigfoot's real because
well, Bigfoot is called the Yeti in Asia. And they're very aggressive. The Yeti is the
in Tibet or something, right? Tibet?
Is the Yeti, Bigfoot, or Sasquatch all the same species of cryptid creatures?
I think so.
Where's that crystal?
Yeah, snowman and stuff like that as well.
There's one. What is it? There's one in they call it in Southeast Asia. I don't know if it's the same size. They call it, what do they call it? The orang pendek or something.
We also get a lot of American beer here in Scotland. We get this as well.
Modelo, Mexican beer.
Oh, look at that!
Imported stuff.
Yes.
Modelo Especial. That's a good. It's a good
That is
beer.
a great
like
beer. That is a great beer.
Yeah, great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Negro Modelo is good.
No, not Necro Modelo.
That's the one I've not had yet.
Modelo. I mean, Dos Equis Ambar was.
Oh,
thirsty, my friend.
I've had Dos Equis, the green bottle, but I've not had the amber yet. This is Modelo. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I think it's very good. I mean, for a high quality macro, I would say. Right?
Very light, clean, crisp, refreshing stuff. I'm going to give it a straight up 9.6 out of 10 for Modelo.
Whoa.
It's like Corona, but better. It's got more of a flavour than Corona. And it's only 4.5%. Imported from Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
Okay.
Now, I think it was an Austrian or a German who introduced beer making to Mexico. They learned.
German. That's where we need Jay on the thing, because he could give us the whole history of it. But it was German immigrants that went to Mexico in the 1800s, and they settled there, and that's why most of the Mexican beers are of lager or lighter descent, because it was similar to what they were making in their homeland.
Yeah, it's kind of like here in America where they kind of went to Colorado because of the fresh water, or here in Michigan or the surrounding areas.
Wisconsin, Michigan. Yeah.
You know, it's a decent German beer. The guy who used to cut my hair when I was a kid, he was a an SS soldier.
wow.
Yeah, or he used to cut. He used to cut the hair of the officers, the people of the Nazi Party, and he used to cut my hair. He was pretty good. His name was Teddy. He says, "Try Warsteiner."
Oh yeah, Warsteiner. Yeah, I've had that. It's nice. Warsteiner. I've got a German beer here as well, actually, James. I'll show you.
Yeah.
It's the most popular beer in Germany is the Warsteiner.
Yeah, he told me it was extremely popular.
That's a nice big beer there.
Damn. Dortmunder.
Der Dortmunder Export. The German stuff.
Oh wow, nice.
Very good. I'm gonna go get some.
Okay, you be on that one.
Phew.
Have you guys had this one? Have you guys had it?
No, I never seen it.
It's really good. It's like Heineken. I also have this one.
Bangla.
Bangla from Bangladesh.
Bangla. What is that, from Thailand or something?
From Bangladesh, I think.
Oh,
Wait, you can even see the price tag. £2.99.
Yeah, I know that. I've had the Indian beer called Kingfisher lager.
Oh yeah, Kingfisher's nice. I like
I've had
Kingfisher.
that. I had, of course, the Chinese beer Qingdao.
Oh, Ting Tao.
Yeah,
Tsing-
Qingdao. Yeah,
Ting Tao.
that.
Yeah. That's good with a curry. Chinese.
Thailand has a beer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name. It's got like a gold lion on it, I think.
Singa.
Oh, Singa.
That's
Yeah, Singa. That's it. I'm going to jump downstairs and get myself a wee
I
cigarette.
like Sapporo Black as far as Japanese beers. I've had Asahi, a Kirin.
BRB.
I think I heard Eric say he had to run.
Sapporo was great though.
Thing.
He had to run. Yeah, he is famous for his very fast departures. Like it's like when beam me up, Scotty. You know, like the like the
See,
Star
some of my family, you spend all day saying goodbye. You might as well say goodbye when you first see him because it takes 4 hours to say goodbye to him, right?
Yeah, no. He when he's got to go, he probably the people that he's expecting are probably at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry myself. I cooked the brown rice. Now I just have to defrost. I already defrosted what I'm going to have, which is the Cajun style red beans and andouille sausage. Oh, look at the
that
pretty
sounds amazing.
Sylvester looking cat, black and white.
That's a cute cat.
His name's Junior, but he's only got 3 legs. Sadly, he was hit with a car when he was younger. So
he's injured. Did he? How much did he recover from the accident?
Perfectly fine. He can jump up on fences and stuff still. He's got his 2 back paws there, but he's only got 1 front paw here.
Oh, he has only 1 front paw.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? Animals really are great at adapting to situations. Like I bet he could really get around.
Yeah, he can.
Better than people would think. Yeah, well, definitely keep him as a house cat. Don't let him out. Not with the handicap.
He still goes out. He actually still goes out. He doesn't go far though. I've seen him climbing fences and stuff, and it amazes me. How can a cat with 3 legs climb a fence? You know,
climb fence. So his 1 front paw must have gotten like twice as strong, and then to make up for the lack of the other one. Hey, what do you got, a boo boo?
Oh, that's a cute kitty.
You got a boo boo? Poor cat.
I know.
Yeah, when when they blink their eyelashes at you like that, they're in a good mood.
That's a very cute kitty.
Yeah, they're in a good mood. See, male cats, you can play with them more vigorously than the female cats.
Mm-hmm.
Male cats will follow you around. They're always.
That's true. Do you know what? See, Junior. That's his name, by the way, Junior. I've got two cats. One called Holly. One called Junior. Holly is actually Junior's mum, but Holly's pure mean to him all the time. She pure hisses at him all the time. I don't get why. It's weird.
It's a big cat, a Maine Coon. They call them.
Maine Coon.
It's like they're big. They're heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy. They say Siamese cats have the closest personality to a dog.
I love dogs as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Himalayan cats are cute. The ones with the flat face. Yeah, dogs.
I love huskies. Huskies, amazing. Like my favorite animal is a wolf. And huskies make me so much.
A Siberian husky probably would do well there because your winters are chilly, right? You have cold winters.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh man, honestly, if you were in Scotland for a second, you'd be like, ugh. Honestly.
I always feel sorry for huskies that live in subtropical areas, where it's hot.
Yeah. They need the Arctic winter.
Winter. A husky is the closest you're going to get to a wolf.
Yeah.
In a domesticated form. So.
Mm-hmm. I love them. I love huskies. I think they're absolutely beautiful.
They're great looking dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one called Samoyed. It's all white.
Yes.
Inuit name, I think. Samoyed.
So, James, how was Fandango Friday?
Oh, I couldn't make it because I was away. I was at my sister's house for the holiday.
Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't make it. But it was just Ronald, Terrio, and BC.
BC. How was Fandango Friday?
Oh, it was pretty cool. It was pretty chill, man.
I have to watch the video. What did you review?
I did absinthe.
Ooh,
absinthe?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. It was
guys, I didn't mean to swear all the time.
The theme is liqueurs. Liqueurs, whatever, for Fandango. Like, for instance, if you had your Scottish Drambuie.
Oh, yeah. Drambuie, yeah.
You could bring, like, Drambuie on because it's a liqueur.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I'll join, definitely. Thank you, James.
Because Drambuie's good stuff.
We get Di Serrano here as well, and I like Di Serrano.
Ronald, yeah. Well, I invented Fandango Friday, but he took over. I let him have it because he has the following. You see, when it comes to all these booze shows, he's got a big following.
Tell us more about that, James. I had no idea.
Yeah. Ron's kind of a legend over here. Yeah. So, I mean, before I started doing my beer show, I was watching like these whiskey videos and whatnot. And, amongst these whiskey videos, guess who popped up like every so often in between these videos? Ron. It was like, it was one of them things, and it was like, it was a lot easier for me to get into beer reviews than it was whiskey reviews. And, I much prefer beer reviews than I do whiskey reviews. Don't get me wrong. I love whiskey. I do. But I have a better time with beer. So it's one of them things.
Ronald's shows are timed.
Yeah.
He's a stickler for time. Like they're only 1 hour long. And then he does his show, Dawn Busters.
Yeah.
At 5.
Well, his time would be like 5:30. For my time, it'd be like 6:30. Yeah.
Yeah, at 5:30 a.m. Central Time, where he he goes solo, but they're also timed. So everything is structured. You know, with me, it's like going up in a hot air balloon. However, the wind is taking you. You know.
Yeah, that's basically how the show goes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's ad libbed. It's uncensored. It wears itself out.
Now, will Jay Ronald Terrio ever make an appearance? Yeah, you need the spinning thing. Will Jay Ronald Terrio ever make an appearance on Keto King's Beer and Barbecue Banter? Right?
Ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Not even, not this year, not next year, ever.
Ronald Terrio.
Well, he doesn't have football. He doesn't have football to watch today, so
the Titans. Well, no, wait a minute. I was gonna say Titans, but they played earlier. But he's
Saints.
The Saints. Yeah.
So that thing said yes, right?
Is Ronald Terrio watching football today?
Probably.
Yes. Interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
All right.
I should try to go live on one of his Fandango Fridays, but he's already out of space, right? He can only have so many people on his show, can he?
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't have the professional version where he can have 10 people. Like me, I can only have 6. Like and him too. Is Mick Von Raven my internet co-host? I'm not co-host. Co-administrator. Is he watching football? Is Mick Von Raven watching football? Interesting. Now, Mr. Clean is supposed to come back because he said he was going to get out of work at 4 p.m., but he's not here yet.
Mm-hmm.
Did his girlfriend interfere and stop him from coming on the Cyber Man Cave of Keto? Now, let me get the other one. Pendulum. Is that called being pussy whipped?
Yeah. I've been there. Trust me.
Sure he knows.
Yeah, I've got 2 beers that I'm going to mix together.
Pussy whipped. Okay, hold on.
That's the true definition of a collaboration when you mix 2 beers together, right?
Yeah, definitely. I enjoy doing this.
Don't some people do that with Guinness Stout? They mix it.
So there's a drink called the snake bite.
A snake bite.
Yeah, it's called a snake bite. Got these 2 mixed together.
Hard liquor over here.
Hard apple cider, like woodpecker.
Lost Cosmonaut.
Magners.
Oh yeah, Magners, Irish cider. I like that stuff.
Yeah,
but if you're in Ireland, fun fact for you: if you're in Ireland, it's called Bulmers. Anything they export, they call Magners. Yeah,
Bulmers. I've had Bulmers before as well.
There you go.
So this is Lost Cosmonauts mixed with Modelo.
So it's a lost Mexican cosmonaut.
Lost Mexican Cosmonaut. That's what it should be called. Yeah, definitely. It tastes brilliant. It's whiter. This stuff is 6% though. Modelo is 4.5.
Not only do they take shots of vodka, but they have tacos.
Taco.
Oh yeah, I love tacos.
I like this. This is good. I'm going to give it a straight up 8.8 out of 10.
Oh wow, nice.
I'm a big fan of American beers, by the way. I love America. I've only been to America once, though. I was in a place called Vail in Colorado when I was 8 years old on a skiing trip. And I remember when I was a little boy going up to the bar and saying, "Can I get some chips?" No, chips means fries, like potato fries. The girl at the bar just didn't understand what I was saying. I was like, "Chips? Can they have some chips with some tomato ketchup, please?" She's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean chips? I don't understand what chips is." And I was like, "It's crisps. It's fucking fries."
I know, right? Biscuits and cookies, and the whole thing, right? Everybody just
Fish and chips. Oh,
fish and chips.
Yeah, the Haddock fish and chips are the best from Haddock.
James, have you had smoked haddock before? So
I've
good.
had smoked herring and salmon, but not haddock.
Oh, try smoked haddock. You'll love it. You will love it. It's so good.
Now
So,
Ireland and Scotland, when they smoke fish and meats, do they also use peat moss, or is that only for like firewood and Scotch whiskey?
I've no idea. I've not even heard of that before, man.
Yeah, no,
The
look up
Irish-
our Big Ten. Look up our Big Ten, and they use a lot of peat in that Scotch. So
Smoked peat
I don't know
moss.
what else they use that peat in, but I know our Big 10-year-old use a lot of peat.
Oh, right. Okay.
So does
yeah.
Lagavulin.
The island of Skye. The island of Skye.
Island of Skye.
I think Drambuie is made there too, as well as many Scotch. Whiskey distilleries. Island of Skye. Isle of Skye. Now, the United States, I have to admit, makes excellent craft beers. Like if you can get like Dogfish, Sierra Nevada.
Yeah.
Any of
Founders, Atwater.
Founders, yeah, Founders.
You'll be great.
I've seen a beer called Founders, Dirty Bastard, that I want to try.
Yeah, I live at the same state as Founders, so yeah.
Yeah.
Bells and Atwater.
Founders is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a oatmeal stout and the breakfast stout. Founders breakfast stout.
Yeah, breakfast stout. Yeah.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah,
it on
like KBS or the CBS. Yeah.
Well, James and folks, I'm going to have to jump here. It's my turn to watch the kids. So
yeah, all right. Well, I'm getting hungry.
Nice to meet you, BC. Be well, brother, and James Madonna. Thank you again.
Yep. Okay. You take care. Well, you take care, brother man. All right.
I sent you an email, BC. Let me know if you get it.
All right. I'll let you know after the show.
All right. Sounds
Take
good,
care,
everyone.
All right.
Good night. Thank you again. Take care.
Yep.
Good evening. Bye bye.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Wait, does Jason have a review channel as well? I'll subscribe to Jason as well.
Well, I don't know. I don't think he's on Facebook, but I know I'm on Tumblr, Facebook, and YouTube. Under Progressive Discussions.
I don't think I have Tumblr, but I have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But I rarely use Instagram.
Well, I'm on Messenger. If you have Facebook Messenger on your phone, you'll find me.
I've got you on there. I've got you on Facebook.
Yeah, that's right. I did see you. Okay. Yeah, the group where people put their beer reviews and liquor reviews and food is everything is food. I created the group in 2012, and that's all food, barbecue, international foods, beer reviewing. So you're welcome to put all your videos on there.
The next time I make some seafood salad, I'm going to put it on there.
Oh yeah, and any especially local food from Scotland. We would love to see that.
Yeah.
Black pudding's really nice this week. I can't even remember exactly what it is. It's like sheep's blood or something, boiled sheep's blood or something.
I love it.
It's good.
I love it already.
Yes, it's good, man.
There's a Polish. I mean, I know this ain't Scotland, but there's a Polish place not too far from here, and they have blood soup. And I thought it was a little weird because they had grapes in it, but it was really good. I mean, really good.
Blood soup, I never did that before, but I would try it.
I had Chinese blood soup. It was duck's blood. Chinese.
Yeah, I was about to say it was kind of the same thing. It was duck's blood, yeah.
But it was good.
Wow. I've never heard of that before. Blood soup. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I would try it.
Might sound really gross, but it's really good.
Yeah. And what
James,
do you call that cold soup made from beets and sour cream? Is that borscht? The Russians eat it in Polish. Borscht.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a cold.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one either.
Soup that has sour cream, but they put sour cream in So do Mexicans. They put sour. I love sour cream. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the bangers, there's a company in New Hampshire called North Country Smokehouse, and they do very high quality pork in all different styles of sausages, international styles, and it's like the top quality meat, and they smoke it for long hours. And I tried. They had during St. Patrick's Day, they had bangers, so they were on sale because nobody was buying them. So I grabbed like half a dozen packages, and they were pretty good. They were light colored. They were like a light, like an off-white, like a beige looking color.
Yeah. Were they thick sausages as well?
Yeah, and the Spanish sausage from Spain, they call it
chorizo.
Chorizo.
Yeah, I love chorizo. I love chorizo.
They make, if you like hot and spicy food, they make a really good sausage.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, chorizo is good. Actually, if you made breakfast with, instead of bacon, if you put chorizo in there, all the spices from the chorizo will just go on into the eggs.
Yeah. You must be a chef, James. I never knew that.
Yeah, I do a lot of cooking. I mean, I like to, well, actually, there's a lot of guys that don't have anybody cooking for them that don't cook, but I like it. I like it. I have a lot of good cookware. I just got a big from authentic Chinese cleaver for cutting veggies and meat.
Nice.
And it was on sale for Black Friday, and it came. I ordered it. When the hell did I order? I ordered it Friday. No, wait a minute. When did I come home?
Next day delivery?
When did I come home? I came home. Oh, I ordered it Thursday night because I think I didn't stay till, or did I stay till Black Friday? What the fuck did I do? It came in one day. I even forgot because I was drinking all that rum and coquito eggnog. Yeah, it came like overnight practically, and it's one of those heavy, high carbon steel forged cleavers. Like really good, not cheap, and it had a nice wooden handle. And the only thing is it needed to be sharpened really well, which I have a good sharpener, so I took care of it. And because I didn't have a really good chef's knife to cut things with. I had a lot of like infomercial stuff, serrated knives, and eventually they stopped cutting well. Eventually they. Any infomercial product is eventually going to fail. But like if you any traditional Scottish food, it doesn't matter if it's fish, it doesn't matter if it's meat, it doesn't matter if you have it and you want to like,
what's it called?
Do a video. What? The group? Everything is food.
Oh wait, I'm on that group. Yeah, Facebook group.
On Facebook. Let me. Did you join? I'll put you on now.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, everything is food. Yeah. Let
me see. It's taking forever here. What's going on with the Wi-Fi? Oh man.
Oh, lasagna.
All right, so here we go. This is the vegetable lasagna right here.
Oh, that's Mario's voice.
Yeah, that's Mario.
Yeah, Mario's vegetable. Oh, that looks good. Greetings. This is James P. Madonna of the Facebook group Everything is Food. This is the second jar my brother-in-law got me from.
You know, honey's really good. It's really fucking high in vitamins as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Honey, raw honey that's not pasteurized is an ancient natural medicine.
I just seen that.
That's not an ancient natural medicine.
We get that in Scotland as well. Spam. Oh my god.
You know, for some reason Hawaiians love spam. But you know, I don't know if you have all these in Scotland, but ooh, look at that. Hold on, brother. Hold on. We got to get a good shot. That is the finished product, man. Smoked turkey breast by BC.
Ooh, nice, BC. Nice, man.
Man, that's a work of art. You gotta take a photograph of that with your phone.
Yeah.
I'll do that after we get done with the show. So it turned out really good.
And you let me know if it's tender and juicy.
Yeah, because I'm gonna post this to Instagram. So because I like to try to post stuff that I grill on Instagram. Because what goes good with beer? Food. So why not?
Yeah.
Smoke.
I mean, the only other thing than food that goes good with beer is music.
Oh yeah, music as well.
Music.
I got Bud Light over there. Sweet.
Bud Light. It's twist caps as well. So cheers, James. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. So I had different hard ciders, but I noticed that woodpecker I like woodpecker because it was dry. It wasn't sweet. It had a good dry taste. But I'm sure there's other companies.
Yeah, it's like when I reviewed Moosehead Lager. Now, that's out of New Brunswick, Canada. Now, I've had a lot of Americanized beers, and they seem a little bit sweet to me. Okay, fine. Some would call that a brewer's solution, to get the alcohol content, what have you. And now with Moosehead, you get some of that sweetness, but it's not like the American version. Now, me personally, I like Moosehead now that I've actually tried it. Now, it seems like it has a perfect balance between the hops, malts, and sweetness. And it was really good. I enjoyed it.
I like Moosehead. I tried a beer called Grizzly that I don't even see anymore. Canadian beer.
It's probably just sold in Canada now, or within their region of the plant. Yeah. So.
All right. So anyway, Jason sent you a message, and well, we're both on WhatsApp. We use WhatsApp a lot. For my Chinese friends, I use WeChat. That's what they use. Of course.
Oh, there's a WeChat for guys overseas over there.
Yeah, it works. It works great. Clear as can be.
Oh, James, I was with my dad yesterday, and I told him that I was on your channel before, and I showed him the video on your channel, and like.
Guys, how's all doing? Welcome back to another one of Jordy's beer reviews, where we are looking at.
That's my dad.
Oh, great!
That's my dad.
Yeah, you guys look alike.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is my dad.
Cool.
So,
hey, I'm sure you guys could do fantastic food and beer reviews.
I was saying to my dad that I want him to come on the stream, and I want to talk to you guys with my dad on the stream. That would be amazing.
Do you guys ever review whiskeys?
No, that was the first review I done with him last night. He doesn't do the beer reviews with me, but yeah, I should do a whiskey review with him. That would be good.
I mean, if you feel that you're very knowledgeable about whiskey, I mean, my taste buds can only pick up whether it's smoked, it's very smoky or smooth, or whether the malt is well, usually triple distilled is a good sign for whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
triple
don't know a lot about whiskey, but I know a lot about beer.
triple distilled, and I think the smoking. I don't know about the food, but I think the whiskey they use peat to smoke the Scotch whiskey. Because I know, like in Ireland, they use dehydrated blocks of peat moss to cook with and heat the home, because that's what they have.
Yeah.
They don't, they're not known for having vast forests.
What are you drinking now, James? Anyway, you drinking a beer?
No, well, I got some potato vodka in the freezer that I'm going to bring on Ronald's show Wednesday, and I had some before. I got a little bit left.
Potato vodka. Cheers.
Yeah, from Poland, a Polish potato vodka, not made with wheat or rye or any of that. I don't like sweet. I don't like a lot of the grain vodkas are a little sweet for me. I don't care for that. But the potato vodka. Now, what I did was I took a pint glass jar a week and a half ago. I put the potato vodka in with fresh cranberries and oranges, and I let it sit there. Now I'm gonna sample that this Wednesday on Ronald's show.
Yeah, cool. I'll be there. I'll join.
Yeah, I made an infusion with fruit. So I'm gonna do the plain potato vodka, and then I'm gonna sample the one with the fruit. I haven't touched it yet, but I know that the alcohol will draw all the essence out of the herbs or fruit.
Yeah,
like you could flavor. I wouldn't do it with whiskey, but
that's how you made it yourself. I love that. How did you even do that, man? That's cool.
Yeah, I just put it in a glass jar and room temperature, because I want to make sure the alcohol really draws out the essence of the fruit.
Yeah.
So whatever fruits are in season or available, you can do that. I don't. No, I would not do it to a good Scotch whiskey. No, vodka is different. Vodka is a cheap ass. It's a cheap ass hard liquor.
Well, I mean, I hate to cut in. I caught the ass end of it, but vodka is more of a neutral spirit. Okay, if you want to call it a cheap ass hard liquor, okay, fine. But vodka, on the other hand, is so versatile. You could put it in so many different drinks. It's not going to affect the taste, and it's going to enhance the maybe the APV, but it does give it a certain quality to it, though.
Yeah. Well, it's a great mixing hard liquor for mixing. But a lot of vodkas are expensive, just like tequilas. I've seen vodkas that were, over $50 or close to $100. I mean, they're not all, price.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know about your experience, but in my experience, my go-to vodka every time is Absolute vodka.
It's good. Sweet.
I prefer Russian standard vodka. I can't remember the name of it. I think it begins with a
Polizhnaya or Smirnoff.
Oh, no, not another one. No. I'll show you a picture of it.
Well,
I can't remember the name.
Polish vodka is pretty good quality, and it's reasonably priced because they don't advertise. There's so many distilleries in Poland. There's so many companies that make Polish vodka.
That's the vodka that I like. This one.
Get a bird's eye view. Welcome to what? Drip. Welcome to Russian Standard. Oh, it disappeared. Well, you're better off. Yeah, hold it.
That's better.
Oh, it's called Russia. Oh, I've seen that on my app. Drizzly. I've seen that on my app. Russian Standard.
Yeah, that's the one I like. I don't ever drink vodka, but when I do, I'll drink the Russian stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can keep it in the freezer. It won't freeze.
Yeah, it doesn't freeze. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a gallon of Absolute vodka in my freezer now. Then I've got another gallon sitting on my counter as backup. So if I ever run out of vodka, I've got more backup and help me out.
You know what's a good place to drink your freezing ice cold Absolute is when there's snow on the ground and you got your fire pit going and you got your smoker grill going and you're out there, breathing that cool, crisp winter air, sitting by the fire pit, and
that'll warm you up.
Yeah, and that reminds me, I won't live stream it. It's kind of a personal thing to me, so I'm going to keep it like in house, so to say. And I know I've talked to James about this, but on Christmas Eve, I generally go outside. I've got a fire pit. I'll let that fire pit go,
right,
and I'll play Christmas music while I'm having spiked eggnog. And I know it's not vodka, but I'll do Buffalo Trace bourbon with eggnog. And to me, the Buffalo Trace and the eggnog mixes so well together. I have that every Christmas Eve, every time. And that's saying a lot coming from me being a vodka guy. So, hey, if you could get me to drink bourbon, hey, that's the bourbon for me.
Buffalo Trace.
Yeah,
okay.
Buffalo Trace.
I'm going to show you right now. It's brand new. I didn't even take the tag off. My brother-in-law gave it to me last year. I never wore it, but I have the official BC Beer Review winter vodka drinking hat.
Awesome.
It's a real fur.
Yeah.
And it's got
it suits you. You look good. You brought me around.
Yeah, it looks good on you, man.
Good, mate.
It almost wants me to break mine out, man. Hold on.
This is perfect for I can picture BC out there drinking his vodka by the fire pit, with the ice and snow on the ground and the Sasquatches running around.
Sasquatches. I think I have a Russian hat as well. Hold on, let me check.
BC's got a hat he's gonna put on. Oh, my ass is hurting me. You can tell this is a long show. My ass is hurting me. What is it? Oh, over 3 hours already, Jordy.
Now here's my hat. Now I don't know if you can see this on camera, but I've got a little American flag here in the front, right here.
Yeah, I see. I see.
Okay.
I see.
Now this is what it looks like when I got it on.
Hey, that looks good, man. Oh no, yeah, you're Yukon Jack, Yukon Chris
Cornelius. Yeah.
Cornelius.
So, yeah.
Damn.
Generally, when I'm out there on Christmas Eve, this is what I got on my head when I'm out there doing my thing, man. Yep. So
these are the hats for if we have a bad winter, and I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Michigan is going to have a bad winter.
I hope not. I swear to God, I hope not. But you know what? This hat helps.
Well, you're about the same latitude as Wisconsin and Minnesota, right?
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm probably a little bit more south than them guys, but we're pretty much on the same playing field. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least where I reside at. I'm a little bit more south, but we're on the same playing field. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I know Lake Michigan has. I know Chicago. I know why they call it the Windy City. I mean, I guess the wind is coming north, right, off Lake Michigan.
Yeah, it comes off Lake Michigan. Yeah, straight into Chicago.
Yeah. So it's coming from the north. Hey, look, Jordy's
Oh,
got
look at that! Look at that! We all got some. You know what?
all we need is a bunch of sled dogs, a bunch of huskies with a sled.
We're all in the house.
That's awesome. What is that?
We are ready for any kind of action this winter.
Hell yeah.
And we're talking about any kind of action. Woo!
I got watch cat, you know, a black navy watch cat. You know, the knitted
the knitted cap. Yeah,
the black ones from they wear in the navy. They're pretty warm. This is pretty toasty right here, but it's light.
Yeah, I'm in the house and this is pretty toasty. And I can't tell you how many times I've gone into work wearing this thing, and I was sweating having this thing on. So
I got the same pair when I used to go ice fishing, and when I used to work with seafood. I bought in a hunting and fishing store waterproof boots that, you know, slip on nice and snug. You know, they're stylish, they look good, but they're real waterproof with really thick tread for walking in the snow and on the ice. I still got them, and my feet are fine. I mean, I used to get like these boots for the winter, and the water always leaked in them, but not these, because I got these in a hunting and fishing store. That's why I didn't get them in a department store.
Okay.
And I got them.
Back in 2 seconds.
Okay. Let me just show
you. So what's up, guys? I'm the only one left on the channel, so I'm going to talk your ear off.
Woo!
Okay. Yeah.
You're right. All right. Now, this is the company, Lacrosse, made in the USA, and it's pretty durable, you know, and it hasn't worn out at all. I've had it for so many years. And of course I have two of them, but this is.
But then again, you only wear them a certain amount of time out of the year too. So
yeah, if it's, you know, like when I used to work with seafood, when I used to go ice fishing, and in this case, if we have a bad winter, which very rarely do we have a bad winter, but if we do, I could walk through in deep snow. I could walk in puddles, and my feet are fine. Lacrosse. So, highly recommend it. Oh,
now is that like the game, or is?
Yeah, lacrosse is actually a game. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I was getting a little warm with this on, but
yeah, that's why I had to take mine off, man.
And I'm going to end the show. I'm going to wait for Jordy. I'm going to end the show, and I'm going to go eat because I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, same here.
And I'm sure you want to sink your teeth into your delicious. You're making a nice side dish for yourself.
You know, I've got green bean casserole. I've got mashed potatoes. I've got the turkey. I've got the cranberries. So once this show is ended, I'm eating.
Yeah, make a nice platter for yourself. Put it in the microwave. You know, warm it up.
Yep.
You know, or heat it up, and you got that wonderful smoked turkey. And then you let me know how your experiment went, and if you like it that much, I have a feeling you're going to be an expert at it. Yeah,
because like I was saying earlier, you know, doing a whole turkey, that sounds intimidating as hell. I know I've been
you don't want to ruin it as a beginner.
Yeah, exactly. Now I know I've did beer can chicken. I think it was on this show. That was the first time I did beer can chicken, and that turned out phenomenal.
Yeah, that thing cooked fast.
Oh. Yeah, it really cooked fast. Yeah. Now turkey, on the other hand, that's a little bit more meaty. And when I was at the store earlier, they had one that was like for the breast for like, I don't know, what was it? $17. That was a pretty big breast. And I love me some big breasts.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah.
Well, you know, the good thing about turkey parts is in the United States they're available all year round, just about.
Yeah.
I always see turkey parts in the market. So, you know, it's not just a Thanksgiving thing. You can smoke turkey in the middle of summer if you wish.
Yeah, because before I started the show, yesterday we ended up getting some snow and the roads were kind of crappy. And I was kind of worried about if I was going to be able to get some turkey parts for the show today. And I called my nearest store to see if they had turkey parts. Sure enough, they had wings, thighs, legs, breasts, you name it. They had it. It was like, all right, I'm going to go there. That's like a half a mile away. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm going to go there, pick it up, come back. And sure enough, I texted you on Messenger earlier saying that the breast was on the smoker doing its thing.
Yeah,
and
I was excited when you told me.
Yeah, and it was like, okay, it was like a half hour before the show started, and now it was like, woo! So you know, it's gonna take a while for the whole bird to cook. So it's gonna take maybe about 6, 7, maybe 8 hours to do it for a whole bird.
But I think the parts take a lot less time than the whole turkey would.
Yeah, exactly. They do. They do.
Like if you wanted to, like you could go get a package of thighs, a package of drumsticks, a package of wings, and a breast, and you can just
Now the real
just,
question is it going to be cheaper than buying a whole bird? Now, if I've got a what is it? I want to say Sasquatch, but it's what is spaghetti or whatever, where you cut it down the back and lay it out. You know what I'm talking about?
Turkey in my area is very low priced. Turkey is cheaper than chicken in my area.
Yeah, and it's a lot healthier for you too.
Yeah. Now the beauty is you have your smoker. Now I tell people all the time that I use firewood. I used firewood several times in my life, and it was definitely great. I mean, I think there are people that are brainwashed on charcoals. I go, who cares what your relatives did when you were a kid, and what you see on TV advertisements. Screw the charcoal.
But then again, some people are working within their means. Not a lot of people could go out to get firewood. So I mean, I see both sides of the coin here. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying I see both sides.
Yeah, but you need a place to keep it. If a person, doesn't have a dry, and I repeat, a dry place to keep the firewood.
You know, when I do have firewood, and when I was able to get firewood when I had a car, I would put it on this thing where it was like I would get a cord of wood, and that's like what is it, 11 feet by 4 feet high, or 4 feet high and like I don't know, 8 feet long, and I would put a tarp over the wood, so if it would rain or snow or what have you, it'd keep that warm wood dry. So when I would go to use it, it'd be dry as a bone. So I totally get what you're saying.
And termites, and it doesn't get rotten because it stays dry, so the termites wouldn't be attracted to it, or the carpenter ants.
Yeah.
You got to make sure the carpenter ants and termites can get in. So, so anyway, okay, folks, it's been over almost 3 hours and 20 minutes, and I'm hungry. Jordy, thank you for stopping by. Of course,
thank you for having me, James.
Of course, BC, thank you very much. Jason Cleveland, thank you. Eric Fraunfelter, thank you. And Bart Robinson, thank you for stopping by, leaving commentary. And also Masumi from Japan, thank you for stopping by. And take care, everyone. And tomorrow's Monday. I know people hate Mondays, but you know, my Monday is easy going, so I don't have to worry. I'm retired, so my Monday is not a problem. It has 24 hours, just like every other day.
James,
it's easy like Sunday morning.
Thank you for having me, James. It means a lot to me.
I enjoy having you, and if you listen, if you see me on Messenger, Jordy, send me a message. I'm not sure if you're a member of the barbecue and beer and barbecue Facebook group, but yeah, if you remember that, and then what I could do is I could post a link over on Messenger.
Can you add me to it now?
I can post it on the group.
Wait, do it after the stream, obviously, when you're sorted and stuff.
I can post it on the group, and then Eric will see it, and Mick Von Raven, who I think most of the people that I invited are on that group, so everybody will see it, and I'll just make sure they know this is the live show. I'm starting in whenever. I'm starting at 3 p.m. New York time, and
New York time is the same as Detroit time, so I mean either way, yeah.
Eastern Standard Time, they call it, right? Eastern time.
Yeah.
What time is it in New York right now?
Right now, by me and Chris and BC, it is 6:21 p.m. Sunday.
It's 11:21 p.m. Sunday here in Scotland, Glasgow. So I'm a wee bit ahead of you guys. I'm later in the night.
Wow.
Which means you celebrate New Year's
a little early.
Yeah, New Year's Day is actually my birthday. So see January the 1st. That's actually my birthday.
Oh, you mean you're actually a New Year's baby?
Yeah, that's what they call me, a New Year's baby.
A New Year's baby. You were born on New Year's. How about that?
Yeah. When New Year comes this time, I will be 26. But a lot of people tell me I don't look 26. But I am. I'm 26.
Good, very good. But it's cool though that that is your dad good at like reviewing food and beer and whiskey?
He's never really done it, but like I want him to go on my reviews and do some stuff with me because he's funny. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
His name is Dave. Brilliant guy. I love him.
But just for adding his personality to the video.
Yeah. You should look up the review I done with him, James. That's basically what me and my dad are like all the time.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Well, feel free to join the food group, and you can post all the videos you want.
Yeah, I'll add my dad as well.
Post all the video. Chris does his videos. There's a lot of people there. There's way over 1,000 members there.
Nice.
On that group. Now my holistic health talk that I created also in 2012, we have we're getting close to 9,000 members.
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
Holistic health talk. We talk about natural medicine, herbs, vitamins, things.
There's something that I know. See raw garlic, like raw garlic cloves. They apparently can cleanse your liver and stuff like that.
Raw garlic's really good for you. Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
cook's really good for you too.
It's good to ginger and garlic.
Ginger.
Yeah. We've got a thing here in Michigan. We've got a pop called Verner's, and it has ginger in it. And so if we feel like we're starting to get sick, we'll drink Verner's pop to kind of help us try to get better around here. So it's kind of ironic, you know what I mean?
You could pickle garlic, cloves, and ginger together, and with like apple cider vinegar and spices, or you could get a bottle of decent Scotch. Well, I don't know if you want to use Scotch whiskey. You can get a bottle of vodka. Get a bottle of Russian vodka, Russian
standard vodka, yeah.
And you can load it up with all kinds of medicinal things, or
Did you
maybe,
do something with that with cranberries and things?
James,
yeah,
when you said
I
medicinal,
got
it's-
oranges. I'm gonna bring on Wednesday on Jay's show. I got cranberries and oranges in the potato vodka in a jar, in a glass jar, and I got the Polish vodka. For a week and a half, it's been in there. So I'm gonna review the potato vodka plain by itself, and then I'm gonna review the tincture with the oranges and the cranberry in there.
Yeah.
And
I bet you it's better with the fruit infused. Definitely.
I bet yeah, I have a feeling the fruit infusion works very
Yeah.
well with vodka. Like,
And you made that yourself, didn't you? Cranberries and stuff.
it's a neutral spirit, like BC said. It's a neutral spirit, and it can be so much could be done with it. Like he said before, it's very versatile.
Yeah.
Very versatile. Vodka tonic, vodka martini.
I'm drinking this right now. Did I show you what I was drinking? Tenants Light.
Oh, sweet.
Tenants Light.
Scottish beer from brewed in Glasgow, where I live.
Really? 3.5%.
It's the same as Bud Light here. Bud Light is 3.5 as well.
Oh. Very good. Yeah, you probably, people would really enjoy being introduced to the alcoholic beverages of your region of the world.
Yeah.
A lot of people that are not familiar with your products.
Yeah.
I looked this up on YouTube. I looked this beer up on YouTube, Tenants Light, and there's no reviews of it at all. Like no
I'll
beer
tell you
review.
what, you send the bottle my way, I'll review it for you.
Wait, there's a question as well then. There's a question as well, because I want to do that. I want to send some beers to Ronald, Terrio and stuff like that. And obviously BC, I will send you this if you want to try it, man. But I don't know how the hell you
I'm dead serious. I would love to review it. I mean, I know I'm more of a Michigan-based beer guy myself, but I can't do Michigan-based beers all the time. So that I would love to review. So,
oh man, you would like it. It's so good. It's so good.
No, yeah, you could depend on BC. You send him something that he never had before, and he'll review it.
yeah. Or we can start sending stuff to each other. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I want to try Miller High Life because I can't get that, or Miller Light. Those are the two beers that I'd like
No,
to try.
you know what you would love?
Yeah.
It's Michigan, his local Michigan Bell's beer.
Bell's beer. Oh,
Bell.
I ain't never had that.
Yeah, that's his local microbrewery company.
Yeah.
Bell's beer.
Yeah. Bell's Beers, if you look it up, they've got a ton of stuff. They make a ton of stuff.
Hell yeah.
So-
Wow.
Yeah, no, it puts the Budweisers and the Coors and the Millers to shame. You get a good craft beer.
How do I send beer from Scotland to America? I don't know how to do that.
Or use DHL. You have DHL in Scotland?
DHL.
It's
What's
an
that?
international shipping company.
Yeah.
It's like FedEx, but it's they specialize in international.
Also, it's like IPS, UPS, or something.
UPS, yeah.
The charge. I think DHL is the most reasonable. That's what I hear. Because a friend of mine from Australia, he shipped.
I'm going to send you this for sure. They also have a tenants.
Well, I'll stick around after the show so we could at least exchange email addresses.
Yeah, send him
And
a
then we can go from there.
private message on Messenger.
What's your name
Well,
on?
we can start with the email and then go from there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Start with the email. Yeah, start with the email and go from there. So I'm gonna close up and I'm gonna go stuff my face and thank you.
Let me grab a book and some paper. Hold on.
Okay. Actually, you could correspond when we're off. Hold on.